Oh, I realize now that I shouldn't have done that. My mic's not dead. I was just muted. While I was showing OBS on my main monitor because it stressed my computer out too much. But what I was trying to show you is that you could see back there now that this is my computer monitor. But now I'm scared to touch anything because this clearly hasn't been limit tested because it's my first time going live. And so now I'm like, hey, this is why we limit test. This is why we limit test. Okay, this is why we do. You got it. Now we'll buff out the bugs. We'll work out the kinks, and we'll fix it for the next one. But yeah. Anyway, that's what I was trying to show you guys. Need the air to earth being like I need air, honestly. To earth. Refresh. I was just showing chat my casting couch setup and they didn't, and OBS didn't like that, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed that though. I totally did not plan that. That wasn't scripted. That wasn't scripted at all. That was all an accident. I think my died at the end of the clip. Wait, this is so funny. I gotta see this. Hold on. Oh god, I'm so loud. That's what I sound like. That's what I sound like. That's what I have sounded like this whole time, and you guys don't fucking ever tell me that's what I sound like. Why can't I see my monitor? Hello. Wrong one. I'll give you an example. We'll do okay. Then I'm assuming it just cut out. Did it do the fucking not like this emote? Because that'd be fucking hilarious if that was the timing on that. Did it just freeze? Oh, didn't even give the not like this. That's fucking hype. But yeah. Welcome to my room. That was the room tour. That was the MTV Cribs room tour. So yeah, in conclusion, I live in what looks like a living room, but it's my bedroom. But I might just start telling people it's my fucking living room, TBH. I realize now I turned my bedroom into a studio apartment. I don't know why. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? It looks super nice. Okay, I'm glad as long as it looks good. As long as it looks good, that's all that matters. Thank you guys for being here. That's how to get a Caroline for that raid. Do you have another living room? Yeah, I'm upstairs right now. My living room is downstairs. I have an actual living room. All right. Well, that was my life update. That's where I've been for the past month and a half. Moving. That shit is annoying. It takes a while. And then setting up your room and stuff takes a while. But I finally got everything set up, and then I threw a housewarming party last weekend, which Hassan came to and Nandre did not come to because he's a fake friend. And I am renting. And yeah, even Hassan showed up. Do you have a bed frame? I do, but it's like, it needs to be upgraded for sure. And that went well. Hassan showed up with Kaya. True story. I'm gonna blow Hassan's spot up right now. True story. So I threw a housewarming party this past weekend, and I invited everybody. And he talked about it on his stream too. He was like, I didn't realize how busy it would be and it was slammed because it was slammed. He said because March is so popular and cool. All his words, not mine, which is all very true. Okay, I have a lot of friends, and a lot of friends care that I'm throwing a housewarming party, so they all showed up, and I love them very dearly. Unlike Hassan, could not relate to having fun or friends, but he first of all, we go to film the podcast that day. Is it that day? or the day before. No, I work out with him that morning, and we're working out, and he's all like, and our trainer, our personal trainer that trains us both, is like talking about like, because he's also coming to the party. He's all like, yo, I can't wait for tonight. I'll see you there. I was like, yeah. And Hassan starts getting all like catty. He's all like, where's my invite? Where is my invite? Bitch, first of all, I invited everyone from the podcast. Okay, of course I invited everyone from the podcast. He just never checks his texts. So I was like, you are invited. You just wouldn't come out. Stop fronting like you're gonna come out. So our workout session ends with him basically being like, no, I'm not actually gonna go. I was like, I know you won't. My man texts me like 30 minutes. Mind you, again, the reason I mentioned that the party is slammed is because I'm limited on space, right? Like it's a decently sized house, but I invited like over 100 people, and like it's gonna get pretty cramped, and I expect people to not show up. I allowed some +1s for friends and stuff, and I'm like, and I put on the RSVP invite. I was like, RSVP, let me know about any +1s. Head count matters just because we don't have infinite space. So this whole time I think Hassan's not coming. He texts me like 30 minutes before the party starts, and he's all like, yo, what's your address? I'm gonna come, and so is Marat, and so is this other friend, and so is this girl that this other friend is trying to hook up with. I'm like, okay, so not only did you not RSVP or tell me you were coming, but now you're demanding now you're not asking. You're saying you are coming with a +3. And so I'm like, okay, yeah, man, sure. I'm not sure. Like, sure, okay, yeah, pull up, dude. And so, and Kaya, oh no, but he doesn't even tell me about Kaya yet. And so, an hour goes by. He's like, when should we show up? I'm like, I don't know, like 10, like an hour after the party starts, probably. And so, he texts me. He's like, all right, we're on the way. I have Kaya with me too. I'm like, I love Kaya. That's my girl. That's my sister. Okay, because we've also established that Kaya's black, but that's a conversation for another time. That's my sister though. But like, and I love Kaya. But again, he's not asking. He's just telling me he's being Kaya. And Kaya's great. She's amazing. But this is like a house party with like 100 people. I got the DJ decks in the living room. I got friends blasting music. Like it's not the most dog friendly space. But I was like, okay, sure. Kaya pulls up, and she was the best girl. Okay, she was the absolute best girl. Also, hi Oxy, what's up? And thank you, James, for that primer. Kaya shows up, and she's the best girl. And they mainly hide out in my living room, bedroom situation here. But Hassan pulls up. He's exhausted. Yeah, whatever. But Hassan, moments before getting to the door, okay? At this point, he's shown up in the past hour without telling me, with like very little notice, added a +3, and then hits me up again and then adds a plus Kaya. And then like 10 minutes before he gets to my door, he texts me, and I swear to God, I have the receipt. He goes, I invited John Mayer, by the way. And I swear to God, thought he was joking. And so I was like, okay, cool. I said good. Because I was like, there's no way. This doesn't mean he's just fucking with us. Because the podcast, the joke, Taylor Swift, John Mayer, cutie, all that. I was like, good. It wasn't a joke. He didn't show up, thankfully, but it was not a joke. He said, I'm not kidding. I was like, okay. Part of me was actually hoping he'd show up because I think it would make for a hilarious podcast story. But I was also at the same time like, what is John Mayer gonna do in a house full of fucking streamers and gamers and like my friends who are DJs and like work in the music industry? It's like John Mayer at like a house party where everyone is like 25 to 30 is like, what are you doing here, bro? Like how old is John Mayer? He's 46. I just looked it up. He's 46. I just like, which again, it would have been funny, but also still. Who won the podcast am I closest with? Hassan and Will, probably, just because I have worked with them the longest. Anyway, so house party was great though. Everything went well. My place didn't get too trashed. No one robbed me. Saw all my friends. We all got tanked. The song showed up, which was actually very nice. Kaya being there was actually really nice. She was very sweet. And yeah. I don't know. Some of you guys might have seen that Hassan posted that, like, he posted a story of Kaya meeting a cat for the first time. It was actually my roommate's cat, the orange cat. My roommate's room is across the hall, and he has an orange tabby that some of you guys have seen. Really cute cat, super like house cat. Like, has been in this home since it was a couple weeks old. Has never even been outside really. Has never really met another cat. Super socialized. Pretty sure he thinks he's human. He's orange, so he's dumb as fuck. But he's like really like sweet and like cuddly and harmless, like a huge pussy. And then Hassan is just walking Kaya around the house, and so they just walk into my roommate's room where the cat is, and the look on this cat's face, I've never seen someone more horrified. Imagine the orange cat in his world. He just sees a fucking bear enter the room. Never met a dog before in his life. So they didn't really fuck with each other. Kaya like was like a little apprehensive at first, but then like she was being really well behaved, so like then she just was curious more than anything. The cat was not fucking with Kaya at all. He was just horrified. He was just backing up and looking terrified. After Kaya left the room, he looked shook for like a while. Like at least like 20 minutes. He had the monka S on his face. Like he just survived like a super traumatic experience. It was really funny though, actually. And yeah, that was my weekend. And then we filmed the podcast the next day, actually. And then I went to a rave for 2 days in downtown LA and hung out with all my friends. Again, I had a slam-packed bender weekend. And then I posted the podcast on Monday because I'm him. And yeah. Now we're here. Didn't do shit yesterday. Worked out yesterday, then was just rotting away. And then today, filmed the podcast again. Who's that painting behind me? That's Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. If I look away, it might focus on it. It's not. It didn't, but it's Childish Gambino. Who was all on it today? Just the four. The core four. Dong Glover. Yeah. Hey, Uriah, what's up? Fit check? Air to Earth beanie, $2,000. Tsunami merch, $3,500. Nivuar cardigan, $1,100. Argos, $200. The Buster Sword, the all diamond encrusted Buster Sword, you don't even want to know. No, I'm just kidding. Those prices were fake, I promise. We gotta get those Patreon numbers up if we want a fit check like that.
Congrats on the new place, homie. Loving seeing you thrive, real balm heart.
Thank you for the 73 months, Deacons. Welcome. Shouts out to my day ones. The cardigan goes crazy though. Yeah, this is actually a friend's brand. Actually, I'm wearing a lot of merch right now. But Mo Yasuo, the streamer, this is a company he co-owns, I think with his sister, or I don't know. I don't actually know who runs it with him, but this is some of their merch. And when I saw the cardigan, I was like, that's a cop. That's a cop for sure. And that's the homie, so I want to support him. Why spend money on a new home when you could spend on a single fit? To be fair, I did kind of ball out on my streamer awards fit. But I mean, it's streamer awards. You gotta, right? Do you like living in LA? I mean, I grew up here, so yes, I love LA. I feel like I'm one of the rare people that's actually like, I fucking love LA. I mean, there's obviously a lot of issues with LA that I don't like, you know, but it's still my home and it's where all my friends are. And it's where my work is. And I grew up here. Yeah, like the traffic's dog shit. We obviously have a really bad homeless situation. Our streets are dilapidated. Our infrastructure is dilapidated. I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff that's not good with LA. But, like, again, it's my home, so. Okay, let's get into podcasting. Speaking of Streamer Awards, I know that an episode has come out since the Streamer Awards, but I feel like watching the Streamer Awards episode, if you guys are down. Or should we watch the most recent one? I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but hold on, my Streamlabs is breaking. One sec. Watch an episode either with Core 4 all in it. Yeah, so Streamlabs or Streamer Awards. Whoops. When's the Australia trip? Okay, so we keep reminding Hassan about it in the hopes that he will actually do it and won't forget. Where's 34 MKD50? Yeah, I need fucking 34 MKD in here now. Okay? Why is he giving this rich capitalist Hassan Piker all of this financial support when he could be giving me that financial support? My once a month streaming ass. That's right. I'm saying. Sorry, I'm stalling because I like this song so much. But I promise we'll get to it. Support local small businesses. Yeah, like my Twitch stream. Like, come on, man. Figure it out. Figure it out, buddy.
Dino dance, dino dance, dino dance, dino dance.
Dino dance, dino dance, dino dance. Thank you, Demily. Yo, how you doing? Thank you for 27 months. Gotta make March the highest paid producer ahead of the Joe Rogan Experience. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad that we all have a collective goal here. And it's make me the most rich podcast producer in the world. I'm glad we can all come together, given the current state of the world and everything that's going on, and focus on the real issues. Like making me the highest paid producer of any podcast. Like, can I get an amen? This will unite America. And I know that's right. Anyway. Here's this. Let me move my camera around. I'll come sit right over here. This is the truth behind the Streamer Awards. So fun. Okay, we're just going to get right into the BTS commentary, the director's cut commentary. Again, to anybody wondering what the fuck's going on right now, that either from Caroline's stream or it's your first time here or whatever, I like to do this thing sometimes consistently, sometimes inconsistently, where I watch the podcast that I produce, Fear In. And since I don't have a mic or anything, by design, by choice, on the podcast, sometimes I like to watch it with chat and people from our community just to like give like some commentary and like react, answer questions about the podcast, stuff like that, update you guys on how things are going, all that shit. And yeah, it's only a matter of time before you're involved with your own mic. We'll see. Are you in the Discord? March left contact info in there. Wait, what's up with the distribution for tier 3 patrons? They've sent empty mail 2 months in a row. Yeah, okay, so if you go into the Discord, which hopefully you're in the I got my stuff channel, the pinned comment is the contact info for the people that distribute all that. And if you let them know and give them your info and tell them your Patreon info, they will rectify it. And we've had people before with issues and they've been pretty good about rectifying it. So go do that. Personally, I would love a Caroline episode. Me too. I'm sure that'll happen. We should do a producer pod with Broden. That could be fun. But who else? It's just me and Broden hosting a podcast where we just trauma dump on each other. That'd be good for like 2 episodes. What happens on Patreon when the video misses the last 15 minutes, but the audio is totally fine? Honestly, it's just a processing issue that's just like RNG from what I've noticed. So I upload the video, it processes, it looks like it's good to go, and then I just re-upload it to fix it. It's really dumb. I hate it. Hopefully it doesn't happen too often. It's only happened like maybe 3 times in the past like 80 something episodes. So it's an easy fix, but it's just like annoying. Oh, so what I was saying though, also I'm gonna turn the AC on because when all my computer and monitors are running, it's kind of warm in my room. So one sec. I totally ADHD'd and got derailed. Questions. I was feeling questions. All right. So already off the bat, the title, the truth behind the streamer awards. So the story behind this title is one of my close friends. He's a Call of Duty Zombies YouTuber. His name's Noah J456. He's one of my best friends, and he's been doing this YouTube shit for a long time, like 10 years, right? He's kind of the GOAT at what he does. And so it was like the Streamer Awards episode in particular, I was burned out because we filmed it at like 7 p.m. on Sunday night after Streamer Awards, and I had to get it up the next morning. So I was up at like 2 a.m. on Discord with him while he was playing League, just like finally getting to the point where I have to think of a title and description. And I was like, bro, what should the title be for this? What's like the Streamer Awards episode? Like, what should it be? And he was also like falling asleep. He's like, let me cook. And he's like, and he literally just spit this title out. Like, and he's like, I promise you do this title, it's a 1 of 10 episode. I promise you. And I was like, we're not even like exposing anything really in the episode. I mean, like, I guess there's like some like drama stuff, but like not really. And I was like, all right, bet. I mean, you're the expert, okay? And he cooked, and it was a 1 of 10. It has 300K views. It's doing great. He cooked. He humbled me in that moment. He reminded me, like, you know, that I'm a newbie in this space. And I let OG cook on it for a bit. Not even a bit. He kind of spit that shit out really quickly. And he cooked. Fucking intro. Filming the pod to release the next day is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Yeah.
You should
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, back again, the Fear End podcast, but this time after the year's most anticipated most viewed, most celebrated event, the Streamer Awards.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I wish they'd let us keep the award. Who has this? Austin. Part of me wanted to be like, do you want a game after episode review? What game? What game? I'm gonna play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. What are you trying to play? I mean, if you're trying to play some shit on Austin, please. Well, I thought about asking Austin for this award. I was like, maybe we could just put it up somewhere. But I was like, there's no world where Austin lets me keep that award, right? Should I have asked him? There's no way where he's like, I'm just gonna play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I already have it installing. Next time though, Nandre. Okay, I'm gonna say the rest of this VOD for tomorrow. Good night. All right, good night. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Austin, whatever. Austin wearing a typically straight outfit, which makes him look extra gay.
Fortunately,
Are you yawning?
unfortunately, not a lot of
ready now.
drama occurred this year at the Streamer Awards,
Unfortunately.
which is unfortunately for us and the podcast that Katie
Yes.
Cinderella obviously does not care about even remotely, even a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because if she did, she would have made
Speak
some
to it.
drama fucking happen.
That's
I
right.
was so
Oh,
close
I
to
thought you were
just
gonna
like,
say the Patreon thing.
oh no, I'm gonna get there.
Mm.
Oh, there is drama.
There's
in
drama.
in this.
Okay.
There's drama.
in this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Okay.
drama.
Yeah, just
Big
making
time.
There
sure.
was just not enough drama at the Streamer Awards, which is
Yep.
like the first thing that I think is like fucked up of you.
Should I have like been like streamer of the year goes to
Austin show.
Wajito? Like I just choose like
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You should have
Yes.
done that.
Yeah.
Spice it up so people
Flames.
yell at you so that we can talk about it and like then eyeballs.
No
on the
Kaya header. You're right. That's fucked up. I'm gonna speak to our editor about that. I don't put the lower thirds in. I have an editor who does that, and I'm gonna dock their pay for that. Actually, thank you for the 21 months, Jorgen. What's up, baby? I was just thinking about you earlier today. Sometimes I just think about you. Hope you're doing good.
There was
please.
not enough drama. I actually thought at one point I was just going to attack you on stage.
Yeah, I was gonna say slurs
Yeah.
on camera
We
because
were
I say
really
it on
well
camera all the time.
Blood did attack Austin.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
There was drama.
true.
Ludwig, while he was showing me his shoe.
Well, I was doing an ad placement.
Yeah.
By the way.
Kaya does need her own lower third, and Kaya is just so cute, even though she's not the real Kaya. She's still very cute, but it's not the real one.
for his shoe, lifted his shoe up intentionally, kicked the microphone into my tooth, and chipped my tooth.
Wait,
right here.
actually?
I
Yeah.
sustained it's a very bad injury.
You can see at one point in the broadcast, Austin.
Wait, what? Look up Kaya Gate. Hashtag Kaya Gate. Hashtag Where's Kaya. Hashtag Bring Home Kaya. Hashtag Kaya Truther.
Cut this in, Marsh. Is beat red.
I did not
Like
cut it
he
in.
is red as the sun
yeah,
I did not cut that in.
yeah.
because
That was crazy. Okay, look. Normally, I cut things in. Normally, I'll cut things in if it makes sense. Why didn't I cut it in? Because he wanted me to scrub the entire
it's a-
VOD of the Streamer Awards, which was like a 3-hour broadcast, when I already only had like 10 hours to get this episode from being shot to being live. So I'm just like, I'm not doing that. It's like I just simply don't have time, and I'm tired and don't want to.
It's a very bad injury.
you can see at one point in the broadcast, Austin, cut this in, Marsh, is beat red.
Yeah.
Like he is red as the sun
Yeah.
because he is trying to deal with the fact that he's
If he was like, oh, look up a picture of Ludwig and cut it in, it's like, okay, I can do that in 2 seconds. He's like, there's this one moment on the broadcast where he looks this way. I'm like, I don't know where the fuck that is. Like, I would just scrub through the entire VOD.
kicked in the face and
And
thinks
he
that his
loves
tooth.
his face.
He doesn't know how badly chipped his tooth is, so he's
No,
even
don't
talking.
say that.
He's even talking
Yeah,
like this a
don't
little bit.
say
He's
that.
like doing like the long lip, like as he's talking.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
But you know what? But I looked in the mirror. It was all good. Everybody, the producers were
And
checking on me.
you know what's crazy?
Mm.
I
Sue
heard
him.
this. I don't know if the
Sue
camera
his
picked it
ass.
up. I don't know if the camera picked it up. He said the F slur. Like,
Really?
Real.
quietly,
That
like,
part
when
was real. I
keeping
was
you,
there for
he
that.
said it.
Honestly, I wish it would have heard it. Would have turned me on.
God,
That part
you
was
are
real.
so horny for Ludwig. Oh my God, bro.
I would have.
It is
loved
a
it.
problem. You were.
I
out
would
of
have been
control
like, say
today.
it harder.
He
I don't know how you-
said, you like this croc?
I don't like
F
say
word?"
it harder.
That's I don't know.
Say it. Oh,
I don't even know how you can say it harder. But
Yeah.
Oh, look at him. Look at his lips. Stop it.
What is wrong with you?
He is just effortlessly sexy.
I remember. a
God,
time
that
when he used to
pause.
talk
That
about-
that pause hung for so long. Holy shit. That pause felt like an eternity.
I know. We're old potatoes.
No, you're not.
no,
old.
we're your
You're
old
not old-
flings.
you're not old
we're your
potatoes.
old flings. It's fine. You forgot about
no, no.
us. We're yesterday's news.
No,
It's
no.
fine.
I still.
This
think
episode
about-
was so good. This episode made me really happy. We've been having some banger episodes lately. Last week's was good. This one was fucking great. And the one we filmed today was really, really good too. I'm excited for you guys to see it. Wait, do you edit the pod or do you have an editor? We have a dedicated editor, but I produce/edit it too. We work together on it. Like I'll like live edit it. I'll like add in a bunch of stuff. I'll do all the publishing stuff like that, and then like any like hard. I mean, if I'm okay, another way to answer this is if I'm at home, I have somebody helps me out. If I'm traveling, I do everything myself, top to bottom, because we just simply don't have time for me to upload footage to someone else, for them to download it, then upload it again. I just have to do it all myself, which is fine. I mean, I'm not like, sometimes you got to do it. We've never missed a week, so. How long does it take to edit an episode? It depends on how much needs to be edited and adjusted. So because I'm in the room and I'm live switching the cameras and live cutting it that way, all the camera angles are edited for the most part. After we're done, like I already have like a line cut that's usable. And so that saves a lot of time, which is why I do it live. Otherwise it would push us back a lot. And then when I'm traveling, I'm not live switching. And so then I have to do that, which takes longer. But I'd say like, I don't know. If I'm like really just grinding it and we're just really doing it, we can get it turned around in like a handful of hours. That's like really grinding it. Because it's like the other part about editing, or not the editing part, but the other part about just getting the episode out that takes a while that people don't think about is because you have such a large video file, because it's an hour long or an hour and change, you have to upload that large video file to YouTube and to Patreon. And that process in itself takes an hour and change as well, because it's a big file. And then it has to go through the checks and go through everything. And then, God forbid, we upload everything and then it checks the episode and it's like, oh, it's demonetized because of whatever reason. Obviously, YouTube won't tell you because it's YouTube. It's like, oh, it's demonetized. So we have to go back, edit more stuff out, then re-upload again, which will take another few hours. So that's why it's like the more time we have before it going live, the better, just as that safety net in case that happens. And there have been times that like we just like an episode gets uploaded and it gets demonetized and we don't have time and I just have to go live like that and I have to like manually review it, and sometimes it fixes it and sometimes it doesn't. And the thing about it getting demonetized is I don't really care about the AdSense on YouTube because it's pretty negligible. It's more so when something is demonetized or flagged with for like whatever, I'm escaping the words are escaping me, but it's just like not ad safe, whatever. It hurts how much it gets pushed on the YouTube algorithm, which hurts its viewership, which is what I care about. So that sucks. We're pretty good about that not happening though. I feel like YouTube, knock on wood, like doesn't have us under a microscope and like flag us too often, which is surprising considering Hassan's name is attached to it. But I mean, yeah, we make it happen.
You guys, but we've been friends for so long, it would just be weird.
All right, let's be divisive and cause drama.
Okay.
Cutie, who was the best dressed of the three of us?
Crazy that there was no March mention here.
It's not even a question.
It was
What?
you, Will.
Yeah, what?
It was
like-
you.
that's
I was
that's such a
terribly
dumb.
dressed.
That's
I'm not saying I was the best dressed. I'm not gonna say that, but like at least a mention.
even
Come
remotely
on.
drama.
Yeah.
He was wearing a
okay.
silver bow tie. It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
It was atrocious. It was the worst thing I've ever
Why
worn
didn't
to an
you
award
hire
I
show.
wish you
stylist.
smelled bad.
Will and
I-
Caroline's outfit's weird, but that's like the least surprising thing ever. They're always dressed so fucking well.
Why don't I hire a stylist?
Yeah,
I don't know.
'cause
I
every year you
I
complain
wish
about
you
how,
would come
what
to
you wear.
Polo with us.
I should have. I blew I blew the budget on this year's last year when I spent $8,000 on a shirt.
You
that
spent
smelled.
$0 because you gave it back.
Well, no. I exchanged it for another.
What is?
Do you guys want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
So I bought vintage shirt studs from Polo
Mhm.
because I
Real.
the intention of giving them to my dad, which I have now. But they were so vintage that when I pulled them out of the packaging, they made no sense to me. They were just a hoop.
Oh my god.
And I was like, how do these work?
Yeah.
I've done the screw ones, I've done the pin ones. And I called my guy at Polo and I was like, dude, I have no idea how these vintage studs go in. And there was like a long pause and he's like,
What did you wear to
"I
the
am
Streamer
so sorry.
Awards?
I've never seen studs like that before in my life. I have no idea what you do with them. So when I got in my Uber, I was late. I told you I had an outfit emergency. it was my call time. I'm late and I'm
Were you the only one who reviews the final edit of this? Yeah, I mean, I do everything. I mean, the episode won't go up unless I publish it. Yeah. I'm still the person behind the computer doing everything, like when it comes to actually it going live and stuff. What did I wear to the Streamer Awards? I posted a picture on my Instagram. This is not a plug, but it kind of is. I wore this Spanish designer, so that's named Gabriella Cole. I wanted to go much more casual. Last year I wore this, an Alexander McQueen jacket that I got on stream with Hassan, which was a fire fit. This was fire, but a little too formal. I mean, it was still very casual. I wore it with fucking jeans and a turtleneck and chains, but I wanted to go like very casual. And so that's what I channeled. I channeled my inner just. I was just trying to go much more like chill and casual. It honestly felt like I was wearing pajamas. It was the comfiest fucking fit ever. And yeah. And also another reason why I wore this, which I actually haven't said before, but I mean, some of you know I'm Mexican Hispanic. Like the part of me that's like light skinned is because of the colonizer blood. So I definitely have like Hispanic Spanish in me. And this is a Spanish designer. This is a woman named Gabriella Cole. And like, I was like, that's a nice little nod to my ethnicity. Which was another motivator behind why I went with that designer.
with my shirt wide.
I kind of had that
open
shit
in
on
the-
though.
Because if you don't sweat it,
on YouTube researching vintage shirt studs, and I found out that this was a cotter pin stud. Which is a
Lexicons
very
rise up.
rare stud, and underneath the lining of the container, there were these like metal springs that you wrapped around. And then I used the temporary lining of the shirt to create a ribbon as a backing. So I was literally like nude in the Uber with my YouTube trying to figure out these shirt studs as I was going to the
Whoa.
But you did figure it out.
I did at the very last second.
You pulled it off.
Pulled it out.
Typical.
yeah,
Typical.
You looked phenomenal.
You did.
I told
You
the
look
hair and
great.
makeup people, they said, "How do you want your hair?" I said, "Farrah Fawcett."
Oh, they slayed.
They slay.
They killed it.
I was saying you've been on Propecia for so long that you've grown more hair than you ever genetically were.
I have like
able to.
X-Men hair.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I can feed myself. with
Yeah,
it.
literally. Yeah, like you've beaten all.
So excited for Will and Cutie's late night show tomorrow. I know. I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, Will is such a good first guest for that too.
of your genetic barriers.
Do you think the show itself, like when you're sitting there watching it, is it too long? They need to
No.
cut it down a little
This
bit?
year it was a bit long, I think.
Yeah.
I felt actually it was shorter than last.
I didn't feel like it was too long, but that's because I was getting hammered the whole time, and sitting next to. Never mind.
year.
Oh,
You're
it was
ju-
longer.
Maybe because I was working.
Yeah, you were working it. That's
I
probably
worked
why.
the red
Yeah.
carpet first,
Uh-huh.
so
so it was long.
I'm just gonna be honest with
Yeah.
you. It was a long.
March, please hire me as your PA. I hate college. Yeah, I don't. I don't think I need a PA.
Long day.
I think.
But that's
I feel you though. I
that's
hate
just
college
because
too.
of
I dropped out.
red carpet like that.
Yeah.
I felt the same way last year as well. But as someone who didn't do the red carpet
And
and
just
just
watched
watched
it,
the
it's
show,
long.
I think it was a little bit
I,
long.
I think we should do roses and thorns. For me,
Mhm.
food was excellent this
Food
year.
was really good.
Thank
Dude,
you.
I'm so pissed when they said this because last year I ate the food and it was mid. Okay. This year I was sitting to this really attractive, nice lady who I was having a wonderful conversation with. And I, in my shyness, didn't feel like eating a bunch in front of them. I kind of lose my appetite in those moments. And also, I had eaten not that long before the show. So I was like, I'll pass on the food. It's fine. I'll just have a drink or two and enjoy the show and just chat. And then this happens on the podcast where Will's like, the food was incredible. Everybody's like, yeah, the food was incredible. I was like, bro, what? That's not true. I did eat the last dish, which was a cheesecake, which was phenomenal.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
I thought the performances, oh my God, Baby No Money.
Oh,
Yeah, that was fire.
Put a
Good.
beating on that performance.
So good.
Unreal.
Mhm.
So good.
Incredible.
And so Harry Mack was really good too.
Harry Mack was incredible.
I didn't really understand the Fortnite one, but that's not for me. I'm not
No,
the
it's
target
not.
audience,
It's not
I
for me.
think.
The Fortnite
I
kid.
thought that was all great. Thorns, for me, my biggest thorn, whoever botched the Maximilian Dude video
Yeah.
should write you a
Yeah.
check. I'm going to be real.
Of $1 million.
Should write you a check for whatever, for a good percentage of what they were paid. Because Maximilian, I'm going to say this, he's so gracious.
Mhm.
He's so professional. He did not bat an eye. I was looking at him the whole time. He was just staring there
know.
glowingly, watching the video, even as it cut to elevator music. But in my mind, I was like, I love this dude. This entire room of people loves this dude. I mean, dude, double entendre, it's his name. And the internet loves this dude. And I wanted to see that video.
I know. It was a
And
good
that was
video
my big,
too.
yeah.
And my editor worked so hard
Yeah.
on
I
it.
feel like you wear that shirt every time you stream. Yeah, I didn't do it intentionally, but it's also one of my favorite shirts. So, I put that shit on.
If you watched, luckily the
I have
camera
that
didn't
shit
pick this
on.
up, but I'm in the background because I had a voice of God that I was talking to.
Sure.
And I was like, what the fuck is like? I was.
Yeah, what happened with the audio?
I
It,
still don't have an answer. I have no
it
clue.
pooped up like
Was
a
that
couple
the
times.
production company that dropped that?
I don't want to point fingers. I'm not really sure.
No, we won't point fingers unless they don't write a check for partial amount back to QD
It was
Cinderella.
devastating though. It was the only thing I
Yeah.
cried about.
You
because
can't.
I worked
I'm
Oh.
gonna
I
be
worked
honest,
so hard on the
as a
content
production
pieces.
company, you cannot drop the ball on your keynote because the lifetime
He makes a very good
Achievement
point.
Award is kind of like that keynote moment that we can all come together on. It was beautiful. Everyone loves
My
Max.
speech was beautiful.
Your
I
speech
worked,
was
like,
beautiful.
yeah.
March, your fit looked
I'll-
comfy, which is the best combo you have for real. Look, you guys are going to call me a fucking simp because I am. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. The inspiration behind my behind my fit, I basically went to the designer who styled me and I was like, give me this. I brought them 2 pictures. And it was this one. And it was this one. I was like, this is what I want. I want casual, but still classy. Casual, but still have that shit on, And I also gave him this one. I wanted something that was, I feel like, I achieved it enough to what I wanted. This is what I ended up landing on. I gotta get a bigger picture. And it was so comfy, it was fucked. I actually wore the shirt to bed. Like I was really drunk and I just passed out. But I woke up and it was like it was just so comfy. I didn't care. Are you ever gonna wear it again? Probably not for a while.
Ultimately, though, like despite those problems, I think overall it was still a really good event.
Yeah,
I thought it was the best year.
I did send him the
I
video.
agree.
It's like as soon
Yeah.
as I sent Max the video, he was able to react to it on stream, which
Oh,
was
he's
nice.
such a pro. He didn't even bat an eye.
I know.
Yeah, I think he was like really.
I just feel awful, but
I think he was like really stoked to be put
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
for it
Yeah.
to begin with.
I
Taxes and March
I
getting
don't
inspo from
know.
Childish Gambino.
The video I sent over has sound, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if the export.
No, there were
It
a
might have
couple
been- it
instances
might have
where
been
like
an export
sound
or a
pooped
codec.
anyway.
I know. I don't know what. I don't.
Like
I don't
playing
know.
videos.
And
there was some
sometimes
issues.
it's funny because the biggest feedback people are like, "Well, did you test it? Yes, many times.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just something that I'll say as somebody 4K Fear and Pod when. Honestly, that's just a question of time constraints. It's not impossible, but it would take longer to edit, and I don't think it's worth it. I don't feel like 4K on YouTube is that important, but if enough people want it, then something that we can try to adjust for. But what was I going to say? Actually, I was going to say, as somebody who has run a lot of live events, you know, I haven't run like a streamer awards size event. I've been a part of like huge events on big teams, like that do like large events with hundreds of thousands of viewers before. And then I run a lot of live events myself, like just, you know, people's live streams and shit like that. I've had a lot of those under my belt too. And I will say, as somebody who does live production primarily, sometimes shit just don't work. Sometimes shit that you tested and should work simply does not work, and there's just no explanation, and you just have to either restart it or retry it, and then it just works. And like you just get unlucky sometimes. It's just literally unlucky, which is why live production is so fucking nerve-wracking. At least in like lower budget live production, right? I'm not talking like live television and shit, but I'm talking like Twitch streams and stuff. So yeah. So while it sucks that this happened to Cutie, and I feel really bad for her, and obviously, and honestly, I think like the majority of the show went off really well, so it is what it is. I also empathize a lot with the production team because like I've been there, dude, where you're just fucking live in front of a shitload of people and shit just don't work, and there's just like, don't know. Hello, bro.
With no shoes and nothing. No shoes, country boy.
Hello, bro.
What is that alert? Thank you for the $1 Tsunami music. Yeah, okay, fine. Everybody go stream Tsunami's music. Is that what you wanted? Okay, there's your ad, bro. I'm just kidding. Everybody, please do go stream Tsunami's music. That's my bestie right there. Go fucking stand Tsunami. I'm wearing her merch right now.
Was played in the
That's
venue.
frustrating.
And then
many
the other
times.
thing is,
I don't know.
I think the venue needs to write you a check
The
too.
bathrooms.
For the okay,
Dude,
well,
the
this is
bathrooms were
crazy-
fucked.
Oh, drama. This is
What
drama.
This is the
happened?
crazy thing with the venue.
Uh-huh.
It was a urinal flood. Sear and I
It was
were
an
there
experiment.
as
It
was
worked.
happening the
Who
first time.
shit in
Thank
the
you for the $1.
urinal?
Okay.
No
Somebody
refunds.
shit in the urinal.
Someone
The fu-
shit in the
funniest
urinal.
thing is that I forget who it was started the rumor that it was
Quackity.
Quackity.
It was
Shit in
Nandre.
the urinal.
I've seen that.
It was not Quackity. We can confirm
I
Quackity
think it
didn't.
We don't know that for sure.
Not shit in the
Quackity.
urinal.
I think it was
Quackity.
Nandre that was like talking about the shit in the urinal.
Yeah,
though, right?
Well,
Yeah.
and people keep finding these clips of like Quackity leaving the
Yeah,
bathroom.
and then Daily Dose, I think, was like it was Quackity, and everybody believes Daily
Quackity,
Dose.
the nicest guy. In the
No, I'm a
world.
Nandre
it's
truther.
not-
I'm a Nandre truther. It wasn't Nandre. It was Quackity.
nicer person you could
Yeah.
frame.
You could like.
I love Quackity so much.
Fugitive, there hasn't been such an
Yeah.
egregious.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will say,
not sure.
Quackity is like what they're saying right now on the podcast is actually very true. Like he is the nicest person ever. He is this. I mean, he's the goat. He's like one of the goats of goats. You know, he's fucking Quackity, like international superstar, overlord, and he always takes the time to come up to me, say hi to me, like, and I'm just like, I'm not to say like, I don't know. I think it's just always weird because like people, I mean, streamers have egos. Like that's just the thing. Like I feel like every streamer and content creator to some degree has an ego. Some more than others, right? I mean, you have to be a bit of a narcissist to be a streamer and think that like people want to watch you in the first place. So it's like people have egos, and so it's like this person who's just like this giga hyper celebrity who could literally fuck around and act like they don't know anybody. Is just like the sweetest, nicest guy. He always says hi to me. We're both Latino, and so we always like chop it up in Spanish a bit. And I think we like share that camaraderie a bit. And he's just so nice. And I'm just like producer man, you know? Like I'm just a guy. So shouts out Quackity, but he did shit in the urinal though.
I mean,
So the urinals were all on the floor, and they started to overfill and fill the tile a little bit
with pee.
with pee.
Oof.
But the problem was
What the
they shut it
fuck?
down. And to be honest, they shouldn't have shut it down. They should have still let us use the stalls. Okay, there's a little pee pee on the floor. I can deal because it was so preferable. You know what they made us do? They shut everything down and they made us go into GA, which I don't mind,
no.
but I almost missed my award
Yes.
because I was taking
For-
pictures and signing autographs.
Oh, no.
Yep.
And I literally heard over the loudspeaker as I'm signing
I know. I
autographs.
looked around and I was like,
And the winner is
uh-oh.
name your price. And I went, I'm sorry, guys, that's my award. And I just went,
Oh,
boom.
you
and
ran
yeah,
from up
Yes.
yeah,
top.
Well,
I ran from the atrium.
I know.
I
Even
was
he stood
looking
up,
for
he
you.
looked around.
That's
I
right.
was
You were
looking.
like,
I was
boom.
like, I was looking for you when they said. Well, first of all, I was looking for you when they came out on stage to. Like I was looking for you. You were nowhere to be found. I knew if we won, you would be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I saw you, and I was just waiting for you to appear, or I would have gotten on the microphone and waited until you got on stage.
What's
But-
that like? Winning an award.
You won last year.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well,
Does this guy need something every year?
What's that? What's that like? I don't know. I just.
Let me tell
I
you.
was-
This
was it
fucking
good?
guy.
Did it feel good?
Let me tell you, I've got the award right here, and Will also is getting a trophy.
Yep.
Because this is an equal. This is a 50-50
Where's
effort.
I should get like a little baby one for being in the trailer and being in every episode, pretty much.
Well, look,
of
you
the-
know what?
of the
It's not about
series.
you right now. It's about us. It's
No,
about
I'm just
the
saying, like, I should get like a
hosts.
participate, like a smaller one, maybe.
It's
but
about
like
the
still.
hosts of
Me.
Name Your Price, Will
Oh,
Neff and Austin
okay.
Show.
I actually inadvertently won too because I won Ludwig's dodgeball event too.
Mm.
I
Well,
was.
we were all there.
I feel like such an asshole.
Hello.
'Cause, like you guys are like, I'm so happy I won. I'm like, I wish you didn't.
Yeah, no, she told me that. She's like, I wish
Yeah.
you didn't win.
Yeah, I know.
But nope.
How
yeah.
close did I come on just chatting? Last place? Was I last place?
You're not
It's
allowed
a
to
long
I
say.
can't say.
That's a long pause.
I have a hard time. I have a
I
hard time.
pushed for you.
I
I
know.
pushed
A
for
few
you pretty
people-
hard.
Here's the thing. Moist Critical said it best for me the first year. These guys winning is my worst case scenario. Ludwig
Yeah.
winning is my worst case scenario, right?
Yeah.
Like these are like, but if I touch it, I touch it. And I don't want to touch it, so I just don't fucking touch it.
Yeah.
Like so, and you go with it. And I think you're all very talented. I do.
All right,
I
go fuck
genuinely do.
yourself.
No, I do. Like of course, but it's like,
We don't hear that enough from you.
Bless your heart.
We deserved
know?
it though.
but
I think.
and sometimes I've always see people do that, like release the numbers, and I was like, I'll tell you what, some of these categories,
You'd be surprised.
it's not close, and
Yeah.
I would feel bad releasing
Yeah.
the numbers because I think it just like I think then it goes from this positive thing of somebody winning.
I'll give you guys a little leak of today's episode. Cutie broke this wooden Fury Island logo today.
and 3 other people getting recognized to being like, what the
She's
fuck?
fixing it,
No
though.
one like even though like 4 people getting recognized is a massive and amazing and achievement of its
I just
own,
looked at it and
but then if you
remember.
release those numbers, people might start being like, of course you're gonna go. Like, and then it turns into a negative thing and it's just like that's not what I'm trying
Oh,
to do. So
that reminds me of something else I was going to say. For tier 2 Patreon subs and tier 3 or tier 2 and higher Patreon subs, the reason I'm thinking of this is because that Fear End logo is the wooden one is actually a fan made that and messaged me and then sent it to me. But I'm going to open up a PO box in the next like week or two for tier 2 patrons and higher for anybody who wants to send shit that if they want to send shit that's Fear End stuff, maybe there's a chance I'll throw it on the set, whatever, just to make the set feel more like Fear Andy, and just in general. And then we'll have like a trial period, and if it's a fucking nightmare, shithole, disaster that I regret, then I'll close it. Oh yeah, the other thing that I was gonna mention, like a few minutes ago when somebody was talking about Patreon support for the tier 3 rewards, and I totally ADHD ran and forgot, is that I now have, it's already up. I haven't announced it, and you guys won't be able to find it, but it does exist, and it's already up, and it looks good. A Patreon shop, a Patreon secret shop for tier 3s, to be able to buy more of all of the Patreon tier 3 rewards that we've already sent out. So we've sent out stickers and pins and a postcard or a Christmas card, and what else have we sent out? The next one is good, but the one after that's going to be really good too. Like really, really good. But anyway, it's a secret shop for tier 3s to be able to buy more of those in limited quantities while supplies last. And the website already exists. It's already functioning. I just need to figure out how I want to announce it. And so that'll probably come out this week or next week, depending on how distracted I get and stuff. Okay.
Well,
So,
She's only
you know.
saying this because she doesn't want people to know how little people voted for me for just chatting. True. That's what it is.
No, that's not it.
I
mean,
didn't
there's-
I'm begging for that pin march. The pin's on there. I don't know how many we have. It's all like limited supplies, but I mean the pin's on there. So if you want one, there it is. But and then what was I gonna say? I'm just trying to really stack rewards for tier 2 and higher because I'm just always trying to think of ways that we can like throw more stuff in there to make it even more valuable. Obviously the obvious one is do more content and do more shows, and it's something that I really do want to do, and it just it's always a conversation that we're having, so I don't want to say it's not going to happen. But in the meantime, I want to just try to pack that as much as possible since you guys do give us your hard-earned money and shit. Will and Hassan react to old films would be so good. They're just so busy. And they're also on opposite schedules, which fucks us a lot too. Like Hassan is all day, 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, and then Will is all late night, 5 to 6 hours. Like where's the time? But I'm always reminding them. I'm trying.
Well, I didn't even
You're
vote
great.
this year.
We know.
You didn't?
I don't think
I pushed for name your price more than you did, and more than even Will did.
Well, Will tweeted. I didn't push it
I
all.
was kind of surprised, especially.
I
Will
literally
tweeted,
like, I rode for name your price.
I was trying to do a little PR tour. It fell short. I had to rehearse for In the Tub with Austin show.
Oh.
And
No. You took a bath.
I did. I literally. Okay. So we did do a rehearsal for Name Your Price, and it was just me taking, or not Name Your Price, In the Tub for Austin show. And
Oh my
You just
I,
made someone film you taking a bath.
Yeah, the whole thing was me getting the lighting right to see if my abs and face looked good, and it was like a catch-22.
So you made a sex tape.
It wasn't good, but I'm premiering the show. It's coming out.
Who's your
Wow.
first guest?
Mizkiff.
Wow.
Take a bath.
When
with
did
Mizkiff.
you get in a tub with Mizkiff?
I'm
Thank you,
going
Anthony
you
Z,
haven't
for the
done
it.
prime
It's gonna be live
time.
in
Oh.
Austin.
Thank you, Tony. Love you, buddy. Appreciate that.
I'm going to Austin.
Oh.
So yeah,
Shit.
yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna get in the tub with him. So, yeah, well, it was a great show, Cutie. It was a fantastic show. We all enjoyed it,
It was a great show.
and thank you
Thank
because
you.
truly, like,
Streamer
Did
Awards.
everyone enjoy-
Streamer Awards was good this year. I enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoy it every year, but I agree with them saying this is the best one. I think.
Some people were. Maybe some people didn't enjoy.
Were you mad at my joke? I
the-
was nervous.
the lo-
Both
no,
of
I
you.
don't care.
I was nervous about
I
my
don't
joke.
wait, I got
Dude,
I got
Cutie's
named- I thought- I
monologue
wish-
was so fucking good. I messaged our Fear group chat immediately after she got off stage for the monologue, and I was literally like, again, I was a little wine drunk. I'll admit, I was kind of whine about it. One could say I was whining about it, but I was like, dude, Cutie, you absolutely slayed that. That was fucking incredible, because it was. Yeah. Fried Slice, thank you for the prime as well. Appreciate you. Welcome.
She would have taken more shots at me.
Well,
No, it was great. It was.
you were
funny.
nominated. Oh, you were nominated.
Oh my god.
You won an award. I know.
Yo, if
Wizard
anybody
V-
thinks she played
Yo.
favorites for that,
No, I think at this
Thank you
point.
for the sub. You guys are real ones. I stream once a month, so I appreciate you spending your hard-earned cash and primes here for your 3 hours a month of content.
please use this as an
I think at
exhibit
this
A.
point-
she does not give a shit.
At this point, I feel like I don't even. Cutie just hates us.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. I
You
don't.
promoted Fear and Podcast 0 times.
True.
Well,
Preach.
it's being promoted
Preach.
right now on your
Yeah.
Ryan Rocks, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Thank you for the sub. I'll take that. I mean, I will yoink your cash, okay? I'm not above taking your sub. Thank you. Yoink. She brought up Fear and 0 times. We're beefing, okay? The Fear and conglomerate, what's the word I'm looking for? The Fear and delegation? What's the word I'm looking for here? Chat, help me out. The delegation? The Fear and delegation is beef. The Fear and coalition. The Fear and coalition. That's the thank you, Lush Puppies. The Fear and coalition is beefing with Cutie Cinderella. Any bride gets above your pay grade. Yeah, it's true. She was promoting the Wine About It Patreon not once, but 3 times, I think. And I was like, every time a commercial would pop up, I'd be like, Fear End shout out time? 0 times. And then she threw us on for a 24-hour Fear and marathon. She used us. She used us like a little like rags, and then tossed us to the side. She farmed us. Where's the wine about it marathon, huh? Where's the wine about it marathon?
On your
Actually,
stream to a
wait a
total
second.
of
Cutie's
2,000
canceled.
viewers.
Yeah.
Don't flame me.
Everybody has left.
No, it's so much cooler when you do
There
it.
was 20,000 watching.
Yes,
Yeah.
after, and then they all saw
Yeah,
Fear and then they all
so much.
left.
It's so much cooler when you promote it like that instead of like in front of 600,000.
Okay,
Okay.
but here's the deal. Cutie,
No,
we are
shut
broke.
up,
We are
man.
broke.
Stop it.
We are broke.
Stop.
We need money.
Stop. Stop. I offered. We talked about it.
We're not broke, by the way. We make $100,000 on the Patreon, and I am the most broke out of all 5 of them, and I have a bedroom that looks like a living room. So we're good. Don't let him gaslight you.
podcast. I said, "Do you guys want to film an ad?" And you guys were like,
Thank you for your support. Seriously, it means a lot. I fucking love you guys.
"Ads are cringe."
No, I thought it was a good idea.
Wait,
no, you didn't. No one said that.
Was I on vacation?
Marsh, do you remember this?
Was I on
I think
vacation?
You remember I offered though.
Wait, I think
You
I
did
said,
offer.
I said absolutely whatever you need
No
from us.
I would have done every.
You guys said no.
Is the Patreon for the podcast only? Yeah. For context, I do remember what she said. She offered to have us buy an ad. I think she was joking about the buy part, but then she said that she offered $200,000 of Hassan's money to buy a Fear and ad, which I would have been fine with personally if Hassan bankrolled the whole thing. And honestly, I'm beefing with Hassan now. He clearly doesn't care about this show and hates us and me in particular.
Are you
I
kidding?
don't
we
think
didn't say
ads
no.
work.
No,
No,
we did
hold
not
on,
say no.
Cutie. We didn't.
I need someone to find it.
Cutie. We
I
It's
need
in the
the-
text
Hold
chat,
on,
probably.
Cutie. We didn't want to
I
pay
need the
for
Discord
it.
to find
Okay,
it. I
we didn't
wasn't
want to
gonna make
pay
you pay for it.
What? I said we would. Remember,
I
I
made-
offered our
oh.
funds.
And then I told
Well,
him we can't
I-
afford it and we're not paying for it.
I made a joke about Hassan having to pay for it.
and I
Yes.
said, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's-
Yeah, we
I'm
all
not
said
paying for
yes.
it.
I did not
He
say
should
yes
pay
to
for
that.
it.
No, okay. To be okay. Well, number one,
Do you make more than Dive a day?
didn't
I
do
truly
shit.
don't know.
I had,
What? Okay.
I had 3 Wine About It ads and 2 shout outs for the Wine About It Patreon.
Yeah, because they're misogynistic, but we have there's
We have
we're
men.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the goal.
Yeah, you could have actually benefited from it if you
Yeah.
weren't trying to support stupid women.
Facts.
Sapphire Award. How about Schlong Award?
Yes.
Where was my
Yes.
deepest load?
That's right.
Hardest
Okay, they lost me
Yes.
again.
Dude, that would've
They
been
lost
you
me.
would've hit a
We,
million.
we need a biggest
Biggest
cock
rope.
award.
Thickest
Yeah.
rope award.
Yes.
Thickest rope award will not clear.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have really good ropes.
I don't
I have
talk
really
about
I
thick
don't know.
ropes.
I don't know about you. I had a pretty
I'm gonna be honest.
amazing
You try
explosion
and
this
uplift
morning.
women, and you try and uplift people, and they just hate you for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men, thickest ropes, we're there.
Yeah.
It would go
David
hard.
Goggins
It would
is
go hard.
on Joe
Yes.
Rogan.
Honestly,
finally a Sun Award
yeah.
show.
It would
Hey,
be
March, now that you're rich, we went to high school together. Do you want to buy life insurance? Yes,
touching. It
sure.
would be touching because it's like, oh, finally, like men get recognition.
Yeah, that would be
This
nice.
is satire. Please, for those of you at home, this is a fucking joke.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. No, the
No
fuck
one, no one cares about men. Like,
Yeah,
it's honestly fucked up.
we seriously need more, and which is why I think you should have a male co-host.
No.
on wine
You,
about it?
you think you rank
I
top 5
agree.
biggest ropes? I
No,
clear the
he's
whole
saying
room.
for the
Sing
award.
for the award.
Austin's
No,
just gonna
pokey.
climb the ladder till the Stream Awards is on his channel.
Look.
Well,
Okay. I
okay.
saw something today.
Wait,
Pokey
wait,
Pokey
wait,
was
wait.
phenomenal.
I have another thing.
I just want to say.
I have another thing.
Finish, let me finish.
Okay, go
let
ahead.
me finish.
Go ahead.
We only got 300 Patreons from all of those ads. That's what I was trying to
Okay,
say.
They
Say
used Summer
that. No,
Nicole
I'm
for the
impressed.
3 months.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's for the Patreon. I think Patreon. You know what? Never mind. We got so many.
Yeah, we should cut
No,
that part out.
she made $3 million.
But the re-
Lucas Mucus, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for the sub. You guys really should not be subbing. You guys are supporting. You guys are enabling bad habits out of me by subscribing to me so much every time I go. Just let me finish, please. Thank you for the tier 1. You guys are supporting, enabling bad habits by subscribing to me so much when I don't stream enough. Why are you not going to be streaming much? Oh, okay, well now I feel bad. No, sweetie pie. No, honey. No, I want to stream so much. I want to be live every day, all the time. Lord to Basil, thank you for the tier 1.
Lol.
And Yoroyo, thank you for the 3 months. I'm gonna be live so much, champ. Hey, Squirt, come over here. I'm gonna be live all the time. I'll be live tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Okay, so your sub will get value.
The reason I shill wine about it is I make 50% and I needed to pay for this fucking show, and 50% is more than 20. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
that's a good
20%
point.
of
Is
a much
it?
larger number.
Yeah, is it?
not if
Is it?
well, I was thinking
Yeah.
what?
100
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
I make more on
150
wine about it than this
subscribers.
one.
You
You
make
get-
more on Wine About It than
She
this?
does.
Yeah.
Wait.
Thank you, Marsh.
You're welcome. Well, that picture makes 50K. So she makes 25K a month off of this. Figure makes 100K, but we split 20, so she gets 20K. So she makes 5K more on Wine About It than us. So I get it. It's also like, Wine About It is very much Cutie's show. I mean, this is Cutie's podcast too, but like, Wine About It is like Wine About It is Cutie. I mean, and Maya, of course, but like,
Wait,
guys know what I'm trying to
not
say.
by a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, 10, 15K more.
I was
What?
I was
That's
way
a
off with
lot,
that number.
yeah.
Dude, we're slagging. It's because
Well-
you don't do
Dude,
fucking ads.
I'm
Yeah,
losing my
it's-
mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. There's a giant fly in my room, and it is flying around my room. It's huge. That's not why I'm losing my mind, though. It's that is the 4th giant fly I've seen in my room today, and I just moved into this house. And so for some context, this house is 100 years old. Okay, it's been remodeled and they got torn down, remodeled like 2 years ago. So it's very modernized, but a lot of the old accents they kept. And so a lot of the windows are like 100 years old and not sealed correctly or anything. And so I have killed 4 giant flies in my bedroom today. Every single one I see, it's really big. It lands. I kill it first try. I own it. But they keep coming out. I just killed one right before the stream, and I don't know how because all my windows are closed. All my doors are closed. Like, can they come through the vents? Like, I don't understand. It's not the problem. Isn't killing it. Killing it's not the problem. The problem is they keep showing up, and I just don't understand from where. Like, is it really just like the tiny, not weatherproofed seals cracks in my window, and they're just like crawling in, or what's happening? I'm so confused. Are the windows all properly sealed? No, they're not. This bedroom window right here is definitely not sealed. The one by my bed is also not sealed. This door is sealed. They can come up drains. They can come up drains? How do I stop them from doing that? How do they come up drains? I showered today. I don't have an attic. Set out a trap. If the house is that old, they can. The house is old. Flies coming up drains kind of creeps me out. That's not right. Pour vinegar in the drains. You need to keep looking around to see if you can spot where they're coming from. Okay, I'll continue my search. In the meantime, I'll keep killing.
It's your
don't do
fault,
fear in ads.
woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna start. You know
You
what?
I'm gonna seal the window. I mean, yeah, that reminds me. I'm gonna
Estrogen is
buy
fucking
window
everything up.
weatherproofing
Okay,
strips right
I
now.
will say one thing though. I saw a clip
Uh-huh.
of you
Uh-huh.
riffing with Maya on Wine About It, about
Uh-huh.
like women's suffrage and like how ladies like you need to get more gifts on Valentine's Day.
Uh-huh.
And you were fucking on your A game.
Yeah, I'm funny.
And you're way funnier on Wine About It than you are
yeah,
here.
that's 'cause you guys
And
piss
it's
me
really
off.
fucked
but-
up.
What do
It's
you
really fucked
mean?
up. I saw it.
No, that's because, okay, this is the difference. I'm on Wine About It. I'm talking to Maya, and I'm like, do you think Kaya's pussy is as big as mine? And she's like, I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. I say to you guys are like, ew.
Well, that's we.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't. That's insane.
No.
If that is your baseline that you want me to
I'm
riff
I'm
on
just giving you an
Kaya's pussy,
example.
I am out.
Okay,
March,
Slime
March,
can
can
talk
you
about
find-
fucking dogs, but
can
you
you-
guys don't?
Can you find
We talk about dicks
Can you
here,
find
okay?
the clip? Because like this is literally like no, it's
Kaya
on
is
TikTok.
like my daughter. I'm not gonna talk
You
about
can
her
talk
pussy.
about your daughter's vagina.
No, you can't. No, you
Marsh.
can't. No, you can't.
Marsh, pull up Kaya's pussy right now on Google
No, I'm
Images.
telling you, like watching her riff with Maya and then comparing it to like her Kaya dog pussy comment.
Something's for Jamie. I mean, I usually am. I usually pull stuff up. I feel like I have a pretty good track record of pulling stuff up. I popped off with pulling stuff up today. I was so quick with it, but sometimes I'm tired.
It is your beat. It is your beat game.
He's
It is your beat
alarming.
game.
It's alarming. The difference is alarming.
So what was the conclusion did you guys come to?
I haven't talked to Maya about Kaya's vagina.
Oh, you haven't? I thought you did.
No,
I was-
because she brings her fucking A game to
throwing
whine
out
about it.
troll shit. She knows that.
You
That
got the
is-
YouTube shorts? No, that's
She's in the lab
Yoroyo.
cooking up beats.
No,
We have a
believe in
YouTube Shorts editor, and he's
yes
fantastic.
and. You know, improv
Yes,
master.
yes,
I'm a
yes.
yes-ander,
Yeah.
and I say whatever comes to my mind.
song.
And Maya never shuts it down. But you guys will sometimes be like, "What the fuck are you saying?"
I think sometimes you need to be shut down.
Yeah.
Well, there's your problem.
Okay.
So that's why I don't
My-
adventure.
Cutie, you're starting to become me.
Wait, what? What is that?
Yes and
What?
yes and.
Yes. What do you mean by that?
I'm just
Yeah.
saying you're becoming like you're saying crazy shit.
Austin, you don't say crazy shit. You just complain and talk about
do
sex.
crazy
What are you
shit.
talking
No,
about?
you said remember the vagina, the pussy,
Yeah?
the dog pussy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
What have you ever said?
What
What have you
dog
ever said that's equivalent to anything that crazy, Austin? The crazy.
that you hate American Airlines? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
Austin's craziest experience is like, oh, I met an old woman at the fucking airport and we had a wonderful time.
How did I turn this on
This
myself?
is true.
No, because you tried to be me. I don't know.
No, it wasn't mean. Wait,
No.
are you offended? I'm a great person.
You've never had like 10% as crazy as cutie
Why
stories.
wouldn't you want to be me?
No,
That's kind of.
I would love to be you. I'd be so fit and I would get laid so often.
You are fit.
No, I'm not.
Get laid so often. Is that what you said? The fuck?
I do get laid often.
Yeah.
They all look to
Like
see your
that.
reactions. I do like that they often turn to me for like approval or not, even though I don't ask for it. It's even funnier because my back is turned to them.
Yeah. Okay.
Quick question: I got the Fear and sticker, but I never got the self-sucking one. And the self-sucking one was a January one. We have, so if you're in the Discord, there's a channel in there. It's called I Got My Stuff, and then pinned to that channel is the support email for the people that do all the fulfillment for those rewards. And if you tell them this, they will fix it for you and send you one or find where yours is.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Anyway.
Remember the dog pussy thing? You mean the thing that we were talking about 10 seconds ago?
No, it's just
Okay,
like
I'll
I love
work
that
on
that's your A
myself.
game. That's your A
No,
game.
I-
No, you know
No.
why that's not your A game? Because you fucking cook up all the best shit for Wine About It. I've
Yes.
seen it.
Yes.
Dude, I don't even make a list.
Can
I'm
I
not
can I
kidding.
say something?
Yes.
Whine about it. You go in with segments. Here you just come and dump trauma. You dump trauma. You come in
do
here
that. You
and
do that.
you know, all of a sudden you'll be like, yeah, when I was 16, this guy took me on a date and then made out with my friend, and I still carry trauma from that. And we're like, what? Oh my god.
Oh, she's calling mine.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So funny, actually.
Where are your friends? Where are your friends?
We would pick up instantaneously.
Call me. Call me. I'll answer.
I think she's on an aeroplane.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, that's
Hold
why.
on.
That's why it rang a
Hold
couple
on,
times.
let me call her.
I'm checking.
Call me, I'll
Wait,
answer.
she's on an airplane.
If she picks this up, I'll die.
Yeah, she's on an airplane.
Oh.
I can see her location.
Oh my god. That I don't know if she's on the plane yet, but
No, it says an hour ago LAX.
Oh, she's on
Yeah,
the
she's
plane.
on the plane.
She's probably really angry at us
Yeah, we
calling
keep
her.
calling
I'm
her.
so sorry.
Oh.
Well, you know what? We're your friends.
No, I would like to say, dude,
Take a
I would answer.
Yeah.
I would
On the
answer.
plane, I would answer.
You know, the way I know you don't watch Wine About It is because
I can see your
Maya and I have-
location. Do friend tracking apps exist? Yeah, there's a Find My Friend stuff. The iPhone has it natively. You can share your location with your friends on iPhone. No one's ever shared their location with you?
multiple episodes where it's just trauma dumping.
I'll
back.
share my location with you right now. Give me your phone number. Type your phone number in the chat. I'm Android. Yes, I have friends. I mean, I was a Pixel user up until like a year ago when my friend bullied me into getting an iPhone finally, and I still have both. And the moment that iMessage is supported on Androids is the moment I switch back to Pixel.
Back and forth, and then being like, well, that was a depressing episode.
Well, you know
And
what?
also, we don't go with any segments. We just talk. And that's why I talk about such crazy shit. You know, I don't talk about crazy shit here because you never shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Damn.
You
Don't
do
giggle at that, you bitch.
But you do talk about crazy shit here.
You just said I don't.
No,
What
you
is
know what?
happening?
You know
You
what?
talk about crazy shit. You don't talk about fun stuff.
I'm gonna draw the line here. I think they're being
All right.
unfair,
You
and
know,
I
I'll
think you're
work
great
on
on
it.
this podcast.
No, thank you guys.
Go
Thank you
ahead.
so much.
No, I wasn't even. I thought you were great on the podcast.
She's shushing you. Okay, I will say it. I could clear the elephant in the room or point to the elephant in the room. I don't fucking know what you
do
say.
this again.
Okay, no.
What?
Yeah, this turned into
I
everybody
think-
thinking we called them fat last time.
Okay. I think Cutie is in a noticeably better mood now
Yes.
that the event is over.
Yes,
Yes, I think you.
a weight has been lifted.
You
Yes.
had that. You came in with
You
that.
are riffing.
with
You're
that,
riffing a lot
with
better.
that glow.
Your shit was
You're
mid,
excited to
kind
be
of.
here.
That glow is
Your
back.
shit was mid. It's back. It's not
also,
mid
you
anymore.
didn't just get out of the shower.
She's not
oh my
damp.
God, she's not wet. You're,
You're
not,
not
noticeably
wet.
wet today.
She's not
You're
that
not
damn.
damn.
She's not that damn.
Oh my God,
You
you're
know
beating.
what, Cutie? You don't look like you just got out of the shower. You look like you just got out of the salon.
The crazy. I haven't showered since yesterday, and this is my
Good.
makeup and hair
No,
from
good.
yesterday.
Keep it, Queen. Keep it. You look beautiful.
Great. I
and
also
natural.
smell awful.
No, I don't.
We
smell
can't smell
anything.
you.
I can't smell you at all. How do I smell?
My mother said that you looked phenomenal.
Thank you.
She also said that you shouldn't have changed dressed. She said the first
Dresses?
dress was the best.
I know.
She was like, that
It was
first
really good.
dress was so beautiful. The other ones were a little pedestrian.
I
Thank
Was
her.
Cutie damp when you recorded today?
But
No.
she was so complimentary.
My
on the
mother
first
said.
date.
My mother said that Cutie Cinderella is a very pretty girl. My mother
Thank
said.
you.
my mother.
What
why
did your
are you
mother
guys
say?
looking at me? My mother did not watch the
What'd
show.
your mother say?
Oh.
My mother said, "Oh my God, I think Cutie Cinderella is prettier than anyone else, and also, I think her dresses were not pedestrian." That's what she said. It was
Oh,
weird.
wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow,
Wow.
that's such
But
a-
you agreed the first dress was a knockout.
Yeah. It was fine. I think they were all
shut
fine.
up.
I think
Your
they were
first
all
dress
fine.
was amazing.
I wanted to just wear a suit jacket dress.
Ooh.
For my stand-up segment, because I don't, you know, people don't.
Your monologue
There's this
was-
thing in comedy where people don't laugh at pretty girls. It's like I
We've
know,
talked about
but
this.
people tell you that. So when I did stand-up, I remember like one of my coaches or somebody, this guy I was talking to, he was like, whatever you do, I won't even wear makeup.
Yeah.
And so when I did stand-up, I had my hair in a messy bun. I was just wearing a big T-shirt.
Yep.
And
When are you
leggings.
doing your next stand-up
my-
show?
I don't know.
One of my improv teachers, it was Allison, amazing person over at Groundlings. There was a very buxom woman, and she was like, "What are you doing? Tape those hoo-haws down. Like the men are just gonna track those. They're not gonna hear your lines."
Yeah.
So that was the first time I heard it, and I was like,
Dream
I was like
podcast.
25.
Honestly, I want to have Quackity on. I think it's possible.
At the time, and I was like, "Really?" She
Yeah.
was like, "Oh yeah."
Well, and I studied.
I mean,
a lot-
I want Donald Glover on. Okay, like that's never gonna happen. Actually, I don't want him on. That'd be horrible. Never mind. Stay away from him.
because I don't know if this is interesting to anybody, but female comedians, there's only like a few routes you can go with it.
Yeah.
Like that people will actively respond to. And I've always
Sit.
been similar to
Lay
like
down.
a Chelsea Handler delivery
Mm-hmm.
myself, like my voice and everything, because I don't have a nice, airy, light, happy voice. So before the show, I watched all of Chelsea Handler's
Porter on the pod.
show, like monologues,
You're
to
better.
try
You're better than Chelsea
to
Handler.
match that. But even if you look at Chelsea Handler's outfits, every single thing, they're so basic, they're so plain, because you're not supposed to.
Your
They would be so embarrassing. They would embarrass me. I don't want any of my heroes on the podcast. They would embarrass me.
opening monologue killed though.
Yeah,
it was
it was
Did it?
really good.
Phenomenal.
It was
really really good.
this is the first year that I got a lot of input from a lot of people.
Yeah, if I met Donald Glover, yeah, exactly. I'd be like Troy meeting LeVar Burton. Exactly right. I would just, yeah, it would be bad. It would be bad.
Well, no, last year I had two writers, and they were great. And then of course I also write a lot for myself. for bitches out there that don't think I do. I write a lot of stuff myself.
For
On the
that
road,
flag out.
you wrote all your jokes.
Yeah, but this year I
Ray isn't
I've
one of your
learned,
heroes. No,
and
Ray
I
is.
think
I
it
love
comes
Ray.
from a bad place of people being mean, being like, "Oh, you're not funny. A girl's not funny." And then I was like, you know what? They're gonna say that anyway. So let me I don't need to write all my own shit. And
Yeah.
you might think this is cheesy, but it's like it comes from like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. Somebody said to her, they were like, she doesn't even write good songs. She has a co-writer. So then she wrote a whole
Ray
album by-
Loki is one of my heroes. I'm not gonna lie. I love Ray so much. Like that is my actual goat. She put me on and took a chance on me when like I was just starting out and was basically just a nobody, and she put me on super hard, and she continues to put me on, and is just like the sweetest person ever. And just like watching her like growth from like streamer to boss bitch superstar, like over the course of the past 4 or 5 years that I've worked with her. I mean, yeah, I would definitely say she is one of my heroes. Like she's just a badass.
by herself.
I stand-
They
I
still
stand
say
Ray.
it.
Credit.
So it doesn't matter. Like, so it doesn't matter. So instead, I was like, I'm just gonna make this the best ever. Slime helped me with some
What
jokes.
they gonna
Nick
say
helped
now?
me. Ben helped me. Or
Racist
you guys don't know
Risa.
Ben. Ben's great. His friend Aaron and Squeaks helped me. And then Squeaks was actually really helpful. Because again, when I tell jokes, I just sound bitchy. My voice is very bitchy. And so Squeaks sat with me for at least 4 hours, and we went over every single joke and my tone on every joke for 4 hours. And I got closer. I'm still not perfect. My dream voice is actually Caroline's voice.
Huh.
Her stage
Oddly serial killer thing to say.
presence
Like,
and her
huh,
voice,
like-
it's like
Yeah,
It's-
she's got that theater kid.
it's mixed with sweet and
Yeah.
like and kind of my voice. Like so I think
She's
Caroline's voice
sassy,
is a
but-
baby of mine and Pokemon's.
She's like sassy elevated.
Yeah, and I'm
Like-
just sassy.
This is
Caroline does have a great voice. Fun fact, I haven't done it in a while, but Caroline, Cutie, and I all at one point used the same vocal singing teacher. It's a friend of Caroline's, this Australian woman who's amazing. But yeah, I mean, okay, I'm pretty sure Caroline and Cutie still take lessons and like, yeah.
This is so interesting to me.
Really?
Yeah, as a female, what you have to go through in terms of like, I've never thought about like the delivery of my voice.
Yeah, I mean a lot to comedy is your voice.
Yeah.
Do men do the same thing with comedy in terms of like work on their like voice, or is this like
You
strictly
have
like
some
a,
stuff you
I
have
think
to.
I think every joke is an economy of language. Right?
Yeah.
If you look at the anatomy of any good joke, if you can tell the same joke, and if it's pithy versus if it's drawn out and there's all just kind of word salad, this version of it will always perform better. So some people have very natural deliveries, and they talk about some people's deliveries, how they can make jokes that really aren't even that funny with
No,
timing and
those
tone.
those people are the best.
Yeah, that's like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart has like perfect. Say what you want about him. But
I
his
got you.
delivery
Okay,
is-
I understand. So
is
that's
excellent.
I guess I've never done.
Everyone will train it.
Shit.
What the fuck?
I-
Which one?
That wasn't an earthquake. That was Kaya crashing into the camera.
It didn't move. She just
Kaya,
she just
Kaya?
I
Yeah.
suppose I've never done stand-up comedy, so I've never really thought about it. You're getting my pants dirty.
Here, come hold my
They're
hand,
white.
Kaya. I'm sorry.
They're white.
Yeah, they're nice. Okay, I'm sorry. He's
I'm
an
sorry,
asshole.
Kaya.
He's so
I think
mean.
everyone needs to work on their voice. The
Kaya's so
difference is,
cute.
as a woman, you have like additional hurdles that you have
That's
to
what,
overcome.
that's what I was
in
pointing
the
out.
way that you're perceived,
Yeah.
and there's always going to be
She's
like
so
that
cute. Oh my
natural
gosh.
barrier
I'm
eventually,
dying.
Yeah.
regardless.
That's what I
Because
was
Like I think about my monologue, and I know that if Squeaks would have been saying it, it would have been better.
Mm.
Just because
it
he said
wouldn't have been better.
Squeaks. No, it would have. It just would have.
I don't think it would have been better. I think it's just
I
like
think you did a fantastic
Yeah,
job.
you
and
did a
I-
really
I
good
think
job.
Now you're entering that self-conscious place where only demons in your mind you're fighting.
Demons.
okay. What do you
Hello,
rate your
darkness, my old
overall
friend.
performance
Wait, we're
of
supposed
the
to be
night?
rose
What do
and
you?
thorns. What's your roses?
What's my
A rose and
roses?
thorn.
What's your
Thorns.
roses? Didn't you?
Highlight, low light.
Okay.
My roses meeting a bunch of phenomenal people that I
Squeaks does have really good delivery.
never really
I
get
agree.
to-
Squeaks is funny as
never really
fuck.
have the opportunity to link up with, or even like
Actually,
know-
really sad. Squeaks is. I've never met Squeaks before, and he's someone I really wanted to meet at Streamer Awards. Not that I really tried to like look for him or meet him, but I was looking forward to potentially meeting him because I wanted to tell him how big of a fan I am. Because during the recent GTA like resurgence arc, I watched a lot of his streams, and he was funny as fuck.
all that well. I talked to Rubber Ross. That was awesome.
Yeah.
We were talking
Kaya
about like
funny.
Newgrounds. Oh, my god. Oh my god.
Kaya.
Fiona. No, it wasn't
Oh, it was
Kaya. It was
Fiona.
Fiona.
He just
Oh my god.
walked
Fiona
in.
came in here,
Oh
ripped
my
ass,
God.
and then left.
walked
Yeah.
away.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
And she's wagging her tail.
Day
look at
one.
this.
She's fanning it.
Fiona.
Oh, that's so bad.
Fiona, get out.
It's
I love
in my
you so
mouth.
much.
I can taste
Fiona.
it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I can't believe it. She's just standing at the door wagging her tail. You guys can't see. It's really bad.
It was bad.
Yeah, of course they
they
can't see. It's a
it.
fart.
You
No,
It
they
was
can't
bad.
see her.
We thought the same
He's
thing.
not the problem. What would they have to see her waving her
Oh,
tail?
I think I'm going to pass out.
That's really fucked up.
You know what's funny with the Rubber Ross thing is
What?
I didn't realize that I
no,
had
Fifi, you
watched
gotta
him
go get a hobby.
for years
Oh, on Newgrounds.
on Newgrounds.
Yeah.
And I went up to Rubber Ross afterward and I was like, bro, I didn't put together that I had watched you almost like my entire adolescence
Yeah.
because I was a huge Newgrounds head. And he's
Same.
like, oh, you were? And the funniest thing was because he shouted out Newgrounds, Tom Fulp actually sent him a message. For those of you who know who Tom Fulp is, he's like the creator of Newgrounds. And I thought that was so cool seeing
Yeah,
Tom Fulp reach
That
out.
was
and be
dope.
like,
I
Wow, the
met
streamer
Pirate
awards really
Software, who
helps.
I'm fascinated by as an
Oh, he's
individual
sick.
in the
He's such a
space. I
nice
think he's
guy.
great. And also Selbit. We're going to Brazil.
Beer and Squeaks, I'd love
Yes.
to.
Brazil,
Oh,
"We-
caralho.
and for all of you who said we're not going to Brazil, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to Brazil.
You didn't believe in
Selbit's
us.
coming on Name Your Prize.
Wow.
I invited him.
When
Check out the
really?
tweet.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like, are we? I don't think we're going to.
Well, he said you know what he said to me? He said, anytime you want me on Name Your Price, he'll come to LA.
He's
He'll do it.
yeah. I'm surprised he came to that. He was like, I would
No,
love
he's-
to.
He
he's
come.
was
a
the
gr-
he was the dopest.
He's
Yeah.
awesome. He is
Yeah.
so cool, so down to earth. Yeah, he was phenomenal. One of
Yeah.
my favorite people that I met.
He was,
Did you
that
give
was
you-
that was my those were my roses.
What's your
Okay.
thorn?
My thorn. I mean, I did not really have a lot of thorns at all. I like the event was great overall. I had a great time. I guess like taking an L, that's not great, but
Yeah, you did take an L.
Yeah, you did.
But you did take an L to the
He did
person
take
that
an
also
L.
won Streamer of the Year, so it's kind of just like
yeah, it doesn't count.
unlucky RNG.
Well, no, I wasn't. I did. It wasn't even me. I wasn't even talking about taking an L on myself.
Oh.
I wanted Will to win the just chatting.
Oh.
Did you win the best political streamer award?
We don't. It
We don't-
doesn't
there's-
exist.
that
People
doesn't
keep
exist.
talking about that.
Speaking of thorns,
What?
best podcast next year.
No.
Not-
Yes.
Thank you. Marsh gets me. None
Yes.
of you
I do.
get me.
It's not. It's
We'll
not a
start
stream.
streaming it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to give you topics that are important.
I think we should do best
What?
gay streamer.
No.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What?
Thank you.
Best gay streamer?
That's very brave of you. I like
Thank
that.
you. Thank you very much.
You will never win that.
I will. I'm going to start streaming this year. You'll be sorry.
Yeah,
Political
okay.
streamer makes sense. Podcast, no. I agree. Political streamer could work because we have a few. I mean, like Hassan, obviously. You got people like Denims. I think Caroline fits into that category too. She covers a lot of politics. You got Mike from PA. Like there's 4 of them at least. Podcast doesn't work because it's not live. I mean, you could do podcasts, but it'd only be the live podcast. So your option would be like H3. I can't think of another live podcast.
You're
you
still
will
not
win.
winning.
I'm going to start covering politics. You'll be sorry.
In the Tub. Sorry, you're right. In the
Liberalism.
Tub is best podcast. It is running in the running for best podcast.
is more popular than leftism.
Okay.
Mhm. There's
have
more
fun with that.
Democrats.
I would be down to do a live fear end. And I'm sure one day we will. I don't know about doing it regularly though.
Oh, yeah.
Mm,
That's
Have
why
fun.
Bernie Sanders lost.
yeah, read that bitch.
Yeah.
Why? You're being mean.
Read that bitch to filth. All right, Rose and Thorn.
Rose, can I give a couple roses?
Sure.
Okay. I loved hosting the floor. It was so much fun. I
Yeah.
love getting out on the floor.
I knew you
It was
would
one
love
of
that.
my favorite things. It
know,
was
we
so
know.
Austin did a
great,
great
I
job
love
hosting the floor, but he didn't come to my table or acknowledge me, so he's a fake ass bitch.
Second was winning an award. I've never won an award
It's okay. Next year.
before.
Yeah.
So that was honest. I almost started crying.
How does it feel? Does it feel good?
It feels
I don't know.
amazing.
It does.
I don't know
feel
what
good.
it
felt
feels like.
so
Won
good.
last
You
year.
won. You won.
I didn't, and truly, I didn't know how. I didn't think about that I would win, but even when I thought about it, I didn't think that I would feel that way, and it felt so good. It was so validating, so amazing.
I've never won an
First
award.
thing I did, texted our manager.
Yes,
I
Billy.
said the rate went up.
Yeah,
That's so funny. Billy was there. I got him.
yeah.
a seat.
Billy texted us. He congratulated us. Very validating. My Thorn. I hated how I looked yesterday. I looked like
Dang,
shit.
that sucks.
I looked like
No,
shit.
you did
Your
not look like
smoky eye
shit.
ran.
No, yeah, the smoky eye ran. And the
Let's just be honest with me. Look like shit.
No,
the
you didn't look like shit.
The outfit,
You look,
I look like
you're
shit.
hot. You don't.
No,
look,
no,
you
no,
don't ever
no,
look
no,
like
no.
shit.
I couldn't post anything to my Instagram.
You should have worn something like Wade Wilder.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yes.
needed
The
to.
crop
Yes.
jacket.
Yes.
Fucking mesh
Yes,
top.
the-
Or handsome
Wade-
Yes.
fella.
Listen, I
Wake
wanna
looks
say
so
something
good.
to all you
R2,
on
thank you for the
internet.
tier 1.
Everybody who was accusing the men
Appreciate
of
the
not
sub.
dressing, I get it. Last year, but this year, shut up. The men looked great.
Shut up.
True.
And
Except
I'm
me,
yeah, they were-
sorry if
looked
you
ugly.
got mad that people wore tux to a black tie event, okay? That's what you wear.
Yes, but I'm just gonna start dressing like a slut.
My
I'm just gonna
boys dressed up. I saw
Yeah.
some slutty boys.
I want to dress
Wake
like a
dressed
slut.
great.
Wake
Duck,
was
I don't know if you
amazing.
guys know Duck. He wore the full pink
Pink velvet,
tuxedo. Oh my God.
Yeah, there's a lot of men that were dressed up
Dean's
well.
so cool.
Oh,
looked
Dean's
great.
so
Dean
cool.
is
Dean looked
the coolest
amazing.
guy
Oh,
I've ever
even
met.
Jason the Ween with his Prada outfit.
Yes, incredible. I'm trying to think.
Nandre.
Nandre looked
Nandre.
great.
I like.
Dan Clancy, 3
Oh,
outfit
yeah. March.
changes.
And that's big for Dan.
Yes, it
That's
is.
big for Dan.
That's
No
just
March
awesome.
mention, huh?
Yeah.
Will
Yeah.
Neff,
Yeah.
fucking fantastic.
Yeah, great
The
outfit.
boys showed up.
They
the girl,
did.
listen, we're not going to compete with the girls ever. The girls looked fantastic,
I think we gave him a
but
run
we,
for their
we
money.
did our best.
No, we're not giving them a run for their money. But I do think that Wake had a really solid showing. Handsome fella had a
Quick
really good
aside,
outfit as well.
Best jest of the whole night. I got to give it to her. Jade, quarter Jades.
You know what's so funny?
Her-
I wanted that dress.
Dude, that sculpted thing. When I first saw her, I averted my eyes and I was like, Jade, either that is the most sheer thing I've
Dude.
ever seen, or that's a piece of armor. And she's like, it's a piece of armor. And I went, what? And I flipped it. That was like,
Yeah.
I know.
it was like a metal
So
plate.
I almost got that dress.
Oh, so sick.
But it was, and I was considering getting it for next year, but now I'm not going to. So it's a guy on TikTok that makes this dress.
Yeah.
And I emailed him, and
It's not even a dress. It's like technically supposed to be, what is it like? I think it's, fuck, I forget what it's called. I was looking it up earlier when we were streaming, but it's like it is armor.
It was
yeah,
so
it's like
awesome.
Like
a,
it
it's a
looks
body
like
thing.
a statue of David style.
Venus.
Yeah,
No one's my
statue
fit.
of
No one knew I
Venus
was there. You didn't even show my
style,
interview.
I'm
Is
going
that-
to do the David
what?
one
Wasn't your
next
interview
with
live?
The little tiny cock plate.
I love that.
But
I
I,
love
I
that.
emailed the guy and I was like, I want this dress, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, it's this much and it takes 8 weeks to make. And I was like, great. And so I tell Taylor, I was like,
Yeah.
send him my measurements. I want that. That's the dress I want to wear. Send him my measurements. And he was like, we only make size 6. And I was like, oh.
Oh.
So I'm going to lose weight and wear
Only
it next
one
year.
size.
Which is
Rough.
funny to ask for my measurements, but then say you
You
only
look
make
Wait,
6.
hold on. They custom make them. Why can't they customize?
I guess they don't. I don't know.
They're like, we don't have enough supply.
So it would have been like,
Hassan.
well, it's like those, like the boob shape. Those aren't Jody's boobs. Those are the boobs that
Right.
they use for everybody.
Those were the-
So
those
I
were
would have had those
Venus's
boobs.
boobs.
Yeah, I would have had those boobs, but
Okay.
they just don't. They don't know how to make
I
it.
didn't
for,
see it. Were they like?
size
Were
8.
they? Was she covered from like, or were
It
her
looked
breasts
like
out?
she was wearing like
a statue, like a naked statue.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
March,
I
can
got
you
it.
pull it up? It's
it was
It's a
really
beautiful
cool.
dress.
I thought Caroline looked
Oh,
fantastic.
Caroline looked
it'll be on
fabulous.
our Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah.
Caroline looked fantastic.
Caroline slayed.
Caroline did.
You know
She
who else
killed
looked
it.
amazing? Cinnabrit.
Mm.
Yes!
Cinna looked awesome.
Yes, Cinna killed it.
Cinna said, I forgot my gloves. I said,
Oh wow.
Okay, you want to know what you
Yes.
want to know
Wow.
what I also thought
Yeah.
was incredible, and I found out later that it like
It was a sick
I
dress.
thought Emery's outfit was great,
yeah.
but Emery's outfit, you're not showing it on camera. Oh, okay. I thought Emery's outfit was great.
I forgot what I said there.
And then I found out that she had a cape that she could have worn with it too.
Yeah, with a sword.
and that shit looked
Fire.
incredible. We
But
should
she
Oh,
did-
wear
she
more
didn't wear the cape.
capes.
Oh,
Austin just drooled on himself.
ew.
So sorry.
You know who looked great? I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to fucking say it. Ms. Kiff.
Yeah, he
Miskiff
did.
looked the
Did, in his
best he's ever
turtleneck?
looked.
Yeah.
He looked like Jason Statham with hair.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's wearing his hair
I don't
forward
want to
now.
give him.
Yeah,
that
I
thing.
hate to admit it, but like he did
looked
look pretty
great.
good.
You look
Looked
fantastic.
Yeah,
All
reluctantly.
my boys looked good.
I don't know.
Except me. I look
I'm
like shit.
noticing
Sear and Peach. Come on.
I'm
Yeah, that's
noticing
funny.
you're saying a lot of names. You haven't brought my name up. It's just
That's
like,
because you're a little bitch and you didn't wear the outfit that I
Ooh.
took you to get.
okay. Well, it would have been a classic black tux if I wore that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't want to wear a classic black tux.
Did he fit into the suits?
Yes.
Not the one that like Will got. I wanted the one that like
He regretted it too. I saw him tweet.
Don't worry, I'll make it edit them to
Listen,
compliment your
I
fit.
get
Okay,
it.
thank
You
you.
always want to make a splash. I thought it was
Let's
a
get
very
on that.
classic outfit. We could have dressed it up with
Why don't
accessories.
you all get a stylist next
But
year
yeah-
and go crazy?
I looked incredible.
Yeah,
What are
you
talking
did look
about?
I'm
good.
gonna get a
I'm
stylist.
mostly talking to these
I
two.
thought-
Hassan
I
looked
had good
incredible.
stylist.
I will say it.
He just
Hassan looked
complained.
incredible, and I gotta say those tabby high heels were fly.
Those were
I
fly.
thought so too. I mean, they're fucking hard as shit to walk around in.
Did you
though.
guys take pictures?
I
red
I didn't
carpet?
take that many photos. Like I
Oh.
didn't take like a full.
You didn't go to the
fit
portrait
pic.
I
photo?
didn't.
No.
There was
Oh.
too long of a
It
line.
was a
We need to
massive
get
line. I
fast
had to do
passes
a red
next
carpet
year.
interview. And I
I'm
had
not
to
gonna
go
lie.
inside.
I did do something very catty, and I apologize to everybody because I worked the red carpet the whole time, and I
Uh-huh.
knew the photographer.
Yeah.
Me too.
I went up and I skipped the line.
Oh.
Me too.
What
Fucked
can you
up.
do?
I
I
got
said
into it with the bartender.
I said I've been working.
The photographer's a good friend of mine. He was walking by my table and I was like, yo, I was like, hey, come here. I was like, yo, when the show is like in the middle of the show going, just give me the signal and I'll run out there and get a quick pic when there's no line. And he came over and he grabbed me.
Working
No
the
line.
last 3 hours.
It's really about who you know.
I'm sorry, guys. I just want photos before we go in.
I had
didn't
a
even
little
do
bit
it.
of a
Well-
customer service related issue with the bartender.
On the,
Oh,
Here we go.
let him go. Let
do
him
you
flow.
want, do you want to speak?
I
real
was just
quick?
gonna say on the bright side, I think next year. No, this will be a whole topic. So you go.
I went up to order a drink, and the gentleman says, "I need your ID," and I said, "Oh, no worries. I'll go get it." And he's like, "Yeah, it's been like that for the last 50 years." And I went, "Oh."
Oh.
I said, "Oh, really?" I said, "Oh, I wasn't aware. I didn't know that." And we
It's a little
kind of,
catty.
he was very catty. He was so cunty about it. And I was like, oh, and he kept going. And I was like, I'm not arguing with you. I'm
Was
going
he
to go get
flirting
my
with
ID.
you?
No, he was being a dick. And he was a dick big time.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I'm confused.
I had to go get, no, in order
Oh,
to
you
get the
hadn't had a.
which is totally
Oh.
fine for him asking to
Yeah,
make
he
it
just didn't
clear.
need to be mean
He
to
was
you.
asking for ID, not an issue whatsoever. But,
Shouldn't have been that way.
he was mean the whole time.
Rose and Thorn.
My rose. I think this is an interesting rose. I think, but a really good rose this year was, working with and getting to know Jinxie more because he is just the most pleasant little petunia.
I will
Jinxie on Fear
say,
and Win.
knowing his online persona versus the graciousness and the thought that he put into his videos.
Oh my god,
I was shocked.
he got
At
them
how
to me so
profound-
soon. He
Yeah, I was shocked at how profound his little acceptance speeches were. I was like, damn.
So if you guys don't know, if someone's not attending, I ask them for a video regardless if they're winning or not. I just
Yeah.
say, hey, give me a video in case you win this, this, and this. Sometimes they send the video, sometimes they don't. I only really start bothering them if they are like in the top 2. Then I'll be like, hey, da, 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 because also sometimes people choose not to accept it. They'll be like, no, I don't want it. So then you
Yeah,
like
pass it
it
down.
happens. I won't. Well, you guys will never know whomst, but that does happen. And so anyway, the first day I messaged him, hey, congrats on your nominations. You got this. I know you're not attending. He has reasons that he couldn't attend, and we talked about that. And so I was like, do you want to co-stream? And he was like, yes, please. And he sent all of his videos in one day, and he's just like, he's such a cool kid. I
Yeah.
say kid because I am.
He's like 22, right?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not.
You know who the
very
first
old
person
compared to
was
him.
to tell me that he was a really smart guy? It was
Uh-huh.
Dan Clancy.
Really?
Dan Clancy had glowing things to say
He's
about him.
really sweet.
Yeah.
He's really sweet. He was really like so respectable. Like
In the
so
words of
respectful,
Shaq, I gotta say, I'm sorry, I was unfamiliar with your game.
too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
so,
he nailed the TikTok algorithm to Twitch method. So I mean, it's obvious that he knows what he's doing. A lot of people think like, oh, this guy's like dumb. He yells a lot, but
No.
clearly,
no, I
he's-
was very impressed. This
Yeah.
was the first
March
time I've
table
had
win.
conversations with him, and I was like,
I need someone to
Wow.
make it.
Thorn.
I'm working. I don't know, man. I don't have anybody. I'm working on it.
biggest thorn. Not know what the word RSVP means.
Mm.
uh-oh.
I RSVP.
Talk about it.
I'm not gonna flame you, Hassan, because you always show up and you're my friend, so you kind of get a pass.
Mm.
I don't. I'm not kidding you. The last 2 days before the show, 30 people bail. I can't change catering numbers. I can't change security. That's so much money just in the garbage. That's so much food in the
also
garbage.
so many people that would
So
have
many people
rather
that would
taken
love
those
to be there.
positions.
Yeah.
Like how just don't and dude, I did
S Marxism for Cinna Carpenter.
is-
I
What's
saw
that?
this on Twitter.
No.
Okay.
No, this guy's fine. The one you saw on Twitter is
Fine.
Space
Space Boy.
Boy, who tweeted that out, and I was like, Space, what the heck? You know, I DM'd him and he was like, he didn't seem to get it. He said he thought he was just a face in the crowd. And I think people don't realize that this isn't just like a corporate big event. This is like,
Jay, when it
I'm
crash, watch
paying for
tomorrow
your
though. Good night,
dinner,
March.
baby.
Good.
I'm-
Yeah.
See ya,
every
Nico. Thanks
single
for
person that's
coming.
Invited is
Have a good night.
hand-selected by me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like if you don't want to
Oh
be there,
man, I
would-
want to do gaming. I want to do gaming, but it's already
you should've told
midnight.
me. Like if you couldn't,
I'm
if you can't, that's
tired.
the thing. If you can't
starting
be
to
there,
crash.
just tell me. But there were people that didn't even
But I
tell
want
me
a
that they didn't
game.
show up.
Mm.
But this was a crazy one. A day before the event, and again, I know things happen.
Yeah.
I really do. You just poor freaking sweet Anita got COVID.
Yeah.
She flew all the way here. She got freaking COVID. How awful. You know, I will never hold that against her. And I luckily I have my team there. And I know every year I'm gonna have some empty seats because of stuff like this. So like I was able to have like my videographer take sweet Anita's seat, or like, you know, so I have seat fillers to an extent, but they're like, you know, that's a lot of seats. But the
It's
day
pretty
before,
cold.
this is all they say. Won't make it on Saturday.
Let me see.
Who is it?
I'm not gonna say. I absolutely will not say. But
Pretty cold. No apology, no nothing.
You just said, "Oh, okay."
but I just like at least explain like even XQC, that freaking rascal bitch. He tells me, he's like, I'm so sorry. I've got this problem. I got this.
Kaya, I will pet you. You don't need to push Fiona out of the way.
Mhm. Come here, Fiona.
If XQC can tell me why he can't make it, so can you. And if that's too much to ask,
With XQC, it's
just-
kind of your fault for even inviting him. I'll say
At
it.
this point,
it's your 100%. Like
You just want to be heard again.
any person that
He
that
has-
invites XQC to any event is fucking delusional, unless it's gambling involved, unless you got like $100,000 in the bag in cryptocurrency
okay,
waiting for
he
him to fucking
usually
gamble
never
with.
lets me down. Okay.
Yeah,
What are you talking
He
about?
showed up last year. He asked if he could present an award. He's hasn't. Shit camp was an exception, but there was a lot going on we learned about later.
Yeah, but still.
But he usually hasn't let me
What?
down. But anyway, I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, it's just sad because there's people that would love to take their seats. And
Yeah.
again, just say no to me before. It's fine if you can't come. It's so fine if you
Aiden?
can't come.
Aiden, is that what he said?
Oh, I did invite Aiden, but he'd never filled out an RCP. It's people that I invite. They fill out an RCP,
Oh,
adding their dietary restrictions, adding their.
This is unfortunately just like a symptom of working with streamers primarily. And I know Cutie knows this, obviously. But like, I mean, streamers are just, there's a reason why they have had the reputation of being like notoriously flaky or hard to get a hold of. It's just because like they're busy people with a lot of autonomy over their time, and they just, yeah, it sucks. I mean, I deal with it all the time. I've been dealing with it for my entire career, basically. I get it.
photo for security, adding all this
Sucks,
information
though.
and then just not coming.
Wait, I didn't remember a photo for security. Did I?
You did. I put it in for you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't RSVP.
Yeah, I filled it out. for you.
But you knew I was
I
coming.
did.
You did. I
Hassan,
did
why
have to
didn't you
bother
do
you a
that?
lot, but
I forgot.
You did. Yeah.
I said I was
forgot?
going to do it, and then I forgot.
You could have done it. You could have found
It does
time.
take 5 seconds.
I know.
Yeah, Hassan.
But that's not
could
the
have found
problem.
time.
You just have to tell, like, if you fill out an RCP and then you don't show up, that's so fucked
Yeah, I was.
up.
Listen, we're not yelling at me about
not
this
yelling at
because
you.
like I always show up. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very reliable.
Mm.
So I will say, I do
Go
keep.
ahead.
Maybe this is petty
Have I
of
ever
me.
been not reliable?
No, he's always on time.
Exactly.
This might be petty of me, but essentially when you check in, you get ID cards. And we keep all of those extra ID cards, and anybody who just no call, no shows.
Blinking is one thing,
you
but
never
filling in
get
the whole
invited.
form and then not coming is
Really?
weird. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Damn.
100%.
That's
Like,
cold.
you just made me throw away food and a spot and like it's just
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, I mean,
such a
look,
waste.
Tarek is literally doing the VCTs right now. He was
He
up
made
for
it.
2. Yeah, he was up for 2 fucking awards. He made it. He made it
A
before.
twat flew from the friggin' like
Mm.
if you
Yeah.
RSVP, come.
Etoile had a. He
If-
was doing a tournament.
Yeah.
In the morning.
You don't have to RSVP.
And
You
was
don't
streaming,
have to come. But if you
and he
RSVP
still made it.
and you say you're coming, then come.
Yeah, no, that's messed
Holy
up.
fucking shit.
That's messed
It
Good
pisses
thorn.
me off.
That's
Well,
my thorn.
But overall, I think like no drama happening this year. Like
Mhm.
not a lot of drama happening this year. Bad for the podcast. Sorry.
yeah.
Terrible
But-
for viewership.
but-
You fucked us.
Overall, I think it like allows people to feel more
Yes.
positive about the event than
Yeah,
they
it
ever
is funny. The
would.
biggest complaint.
Sorry guys, I was
Oh,
react
there's so
commenting
many
Andy, and
ads.
now I'm running out of steam. I'm
I-
on, dude.
Okay.
I've been for the most part on a normal sleep schedule, and I've been working out a lot. Which, by the way, working out makes you tired. Okay, when does it ever stop doing that? Because I've been working out for months and months and months now, somewhat consistently, and I still get very sleepy. And does that ever stop? It never stops. God fucking. And so now it's like midnight, and I'm my ass feeling like Hassan over here. I'm starting to get eepy, dude. I'm an eepy boy right now. I'm trying to react. I mean, we don't have much left, but it's like I was gonna game after. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, we're gonna go live and we're gonna react to the podcast, which usually takes hours. We're almost on hour 2 right now of an hour-long podcast. It's like, and I thought I was gonna start a JRPG after this. JRPGs, which are notoriously front-heavy on lore and cutscenes.
You gotta pay for the show,
you're
baby.
Not, yeah,
so.
yeah, you're not, yeah, I can't.
And-
That's a complaint that
So I'm like, if that's your complaint,
really do anything about that.
oh, too.
Well, I
Mhm.
thought
I
it
have to
was a
work out in the
great
morning
event.
again
Great event.
We
I
can,
love
with
the
my
ads.
trainer.
we can put it to bed now.
Yeah.
Yes, put it to bed.
Happy, successful, gracious to be
Yes.
surrounded by so many talented people.
We're ready for the
now,
next one.
on to our next endeavor. Cutie Cinderella getting on a plane this year. It's gonna happen.
We're not supposed to talk about that.
I didn't bring it up.
It's boring and repetitive.
But
I
it
didn't
is
bring it up.
happening.
Shut up.
Yeah, Hassan,
Yeah.
shut up.
Yes, and
Even Kaya thinks so. Look.
No, Kai is giving me support.
yes, and.
Like they're being mean to you.
What else is
Yeah.
going on in the world, guys?
Well, I'm opening up my note. Oh, I paid for Hassan's dinner the other night.
Oh, that's true. Okay, this is fun.
I took Hassan. I want everybody to know this that
Eh, eh.
I took Hassan and several people out for dinner.
Not me.
Hassan, actually, I invited several people out for dinner.
Did
I
not
invited
invite anybody
myself.
besides Hassan.
And then Hassan invited himself.
Oh.
I texted you. You didn't respond. Cutie, you were insanely busy with the Stream Awards. There's no way you would have gone.
Cutie would have appreciated.
Sometimes I
a
feel like
nice
they forget
dinner.
I'm there.
He didn't want to invite you because he's a misogynist.
No, that's not true.
Oh, I'm sorry.
though
Were
I'm
there
a
any
foot away
women
from him.
involved with the dinner?
No, there were no women involved
Exactly,
in the dinner.
because you wanted it that way.
No. Cutie, this is not the way.
I suggested
hold on.
Cutie be invited, and you said no.
I have. It's not true. That's not true. Will didn't respond to my text message
So why did you invite Will but not Cutie?
because Cutie was so busy with the
You
Stream
don't
Awards,
fuck
and
with me.
no, that's not true.
Why
Hold
don't
on,
you fuck with
let me look. I text you more than any of these two. Okay, all right. I hold on on two. It's because on two. I knew you were busy. I knew
Uh-huh.
you were busy.
melting.
All right. I was texting you on.
It's just melting.
I was texting you on Tuesday. Hey, do you have a seating chart?
I'm getting hungry
Sorry
too.
to bug you Wednesday. I just knew you were busy, and I didn't want to
What
bother
day
you.
Wait,
What
so
day did you
on
go
the
to
day
dinner?
that we went to dinner, you were texting her about some nonsense, but
No,
you
no, but
couldn't text
Cutie,
her about like,
I knew-
hey, would you
Cutie,
like a
I knew
nice
you were
meal
busy. I swear to God,
on my dime?
you wouldn't have come.
Yeah,
She would
but
have
I
come.
appreciate the invite.
What did-
No,
I-
you would have come. Say you would have
I
No,
would've
you
come.
wouldn't have come.
I
Will
expect
didn't
you
even.
to
Will
buy
doesn't respond to
me
my text
dinner.
messages anymore.
Because you'll text me right before you know I'm going live.
No, I texted you at like 4.
These
4:30.
dogs are making
Oh, I think
out.
my mom and dad were there. Dogs, can we not fight?
They're not. They're
March, are you
Maybe
next to
not.
But
Cutie on
anyway,
these
I-
episodes? Yes. I'm over here. I'm right over here. Hi. In like a little corner.
Paid for a very expensive dinner for Hassan. I just wanted everybody to know that.
It was an
Where'd you guys
expensive
go to
dinner.
dinner?
We went to
Yeah,
the
who was there?
Rooftop Squeezy.
Squeezy and his two friends.
March, I love you in the
was
work
their
you do.
last
Thank you,
night.
Lopez.
Yeah,
rated-
you switched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You clout chasing bitch.
He is. He wanted.
I'm not
He
cloud
wanted
chasing.
Squeezy all to himself, And then
No.
when I invited myself, he was upset.
No. Hold on. Let me say this. That's not true. I was upset because you invited yourself under the premise that you wanted a free meal. That's what he wanted. He wanted a free meal, and he said, "Oh, you're paying? I'm coming, and I'm going to order a
No,
lot."
I was gonna take him out anyway, but
No, I wanted to take Squeezy out because
you
he
wa-
took me to
But we'll
you
talk.
a couple of great
You
dinners.
I have a
wanted
question.
to take him out by yourself.
Jury, Will?
I have a question,
Lawyer?
totally separate. You contracted an amazing Austin Ox video this year.
Oh, drama.
Streamer flashbacks.
Yeah, he doesn't fuck with you.
I knew it! That bitch!
I don't think he fucks with you. I don't.
The second year in a row!
But I will give him a pass. He did send me a giant list of everyone he was including in the video, and he said, "Will you check this and see if I'm missing anybody?" And I just said, "It's good," and I didn't look at the list because I
You're a
just trusted him.
fraudulent bitch.
You know who doesn't
So
fuck
I
with you
could've-
then? Cutie.
Well, I should have checked, but I just kind of assumed. it would
Let me
include
tell you. Let me tell you. If Maya wasn't on that list,
I
she'd
mean,
be like,
shit,
Was
I'm
Maya
nominated for
on the
2
list?
awards.
yes.
Oh, was I on the list? Was I in it?
Yes.
I was.
Yeah, everybody was in it but me. 2 years in a row now.
Wait, which one? The recap video?
Yes.
You were on the recap video.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. You were dancing with Elvis on Name Your Price in the recap
Oh
video.
yeah, you were on the recap.
No, not
video.
the recap, the
No, he's talking about
throwback.
the
of everybody's
It Starts
first stream.
Somewhere.
Oh.
Was that Austin Ox?
Yeah,
Throwback one was
Oh.
Austin Ox?
that.
a good
talented
video.
bitch.
I'm thankful I wasn't in there.
Dogs. Enough, dogs.
We can kick him out and close the door.
Doggies,
by the way,
no, that's
I'm
enough.
fine with that.
That's
Well,
enough.
actually,
Out.
Dogs out.
what are-
Out.
Dogs
Out.
out.
Out. Go.
House.
Dogs out.
Up.
House.
Go.
Home.
What is house?
Place.
Home.
Place.
But she doesn't
Place.
Place.
know.
Get out. You
Out.
blew it.
Out. You blew
Both
it.
dogs.
I should have cut this
Both
out.
dogs.
Out.
I'm not yelling in them. I believe
Out.
that dogs.
Get
right
the fuck
to
out.
Both
choose.
dogs.
Whoa.
Go out.
Fiona, you too.
Fiona out. Fiona.
Get out. Both dogs.
Fiona.
You blew it.
Fiona.
Dogs blew it.
Fiona.
Fiona blew it when she farted.
Fiona?
I'll be honest.
I'm.
No, Fifi.
Both dogs.
Figure out.
Both dogs.
Fiona.
Get out of here.
Not. It's enough.
Like how Austin
Aya
keeps
literally
that.
thinks Fiona is a true
I'm not the dog wrangler. I don't have room in there to wrangle dogs.
Are they
They're
okay?
No,
Kaya
they're
just
playing.
swallowed Fiona whole.
They're playing.
Yeah, she's eating Fiona.
No. They play like nonstop. They fight nonstop, but in a good way.
Yeah.
But they do.
Fiona's bleeding.
No, they do it here as well. You haven't even gotten to the point where like, listen, I'm a dog mom.
So funny. He's saying there's the
And-
most violent fight happening outside
No,
the door.
you haven't.
There's
even
no other
gotten- you
podcast
haven't
like
even seen
this.
The worst of it
Yeah,
when
it's
she
pretty
starts
special.
going, Fiona starts making a very weird noise when they're having fun. It's very weird.
Cutie, what else is going on in your world?
I want to kill the vibe too. Is gonna.
Right now I'm mostly just tired.
Okay, mostly just tired.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm pretty worn out.
Is that that wine about it content we?
I'm really sorry,
That's
King
it.
Luke.
That's
No.
the, that's the
And
juicy
We
stuff.
recorded wine about it today, and it was pretty bad.
What? Pretty bad.
Yeah, 'cause I
I'm
was
just
so
glad you're
tired.
here, dude.
We had to do it right before I woke up, so my.
How many hours of sleep did you get last night?
Last night, I slept finally.
Maya still owes me a collab stream. It's true. Why are you looking at me like
That's
that?
true.
And what,
That's
is that-
true.
Aren't you supposed to go clean up garbage at the beach or something?
Yeah, exactly.
How
And
insane
also,
would it be to
she
have
left because she's
Maya
fraudulent.
on
Now that
Here,
she's
and-
another
Fraudulent.
fraudulent bitch.
Okay.
She's a fraudulent.
That'd be an
Now
insane
that
get
you are done working on
because she
Stream
doesn't do
Awards,
collabs.
Now you can set up all of our dates that you owe us too.
But she will.
Fraudulent.
call.
You fraudulent bitch.
Yeah.
Fraudulent
okay.
bitch times 2.
That's right.
You owe me like 8 fucking dates.
Because
What the
every
hell?
every
Like
day that
3.
goes by between now and then,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to chop down a tree in the rainforest.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm kicking a fucking peacock in the face.
Peacocks? I don't know if they're in the rainforest.
Whatever. I'll
Whatever is
fucking-
native to that region, we
Yeah,
will kick it in the
okay,
fucking face.
okay.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What? I don't know what the hell.
He's
I'm
not
doing.
upset.
No,
I'm not upset at all. I don't want to go on my date.
Why?
Why?
That's mean.
I'm taking his date as well because I paid the most.
No. Hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
Wait. No, I would love to go on a date. I just didn't want it to be filmed. I wanted it to be an intimate moment with Connor Eats Pants and I.
Oh, I was gonna say who bought. You have to go to a cat.
Oh,
cafe
right.
with
You
Connor
don't
Spence.
stream.
No, I do this. I do now.
You're gonna.
You're all
force-
gonna be sorry.
Shut up.
You're all gonna be sorry.
You're going to do one episode a month.
No, it's gonna be once a week for the first month, and then
You're gonna do one episode
Oh,
every
oh
week
my
in the
God.
hot tub.
I
Yeah.
hope you,
better-
can keep up with that breakneck streaming schedule.
You better get your floaties ready, Hassan. You're in my tub, okay? You can wear a shirt if you want.
That's lame. I don't
That's
want to wear a
crazy that-
shirt.
You're asking him for the tub.
You're gonna be in my tub too. Don't you worry.
Both of us.
I don't care to be in his tub.
I don't
Well,
want to
hold
be
on,
in
wait,
the
wait,
tub.
wait.
Once a week is already off. Yeah.
Also-
Didn't he do an episode last week and then this week he's going on vacation? So it's not going to be once a week. Isn't he already missing a week?
Hold on.
I'm
Cutie.
surrounded by fraudulent.
Cutie,
Oh,
I
excuse me.
I want to
I've
be.
not
You want to be in my tub?
defrauded
I'm gonna be
you.
in your tub.
That's
You
true.
don't want to be in mine.
You only want to be in my tub so you can get Ludwig in my tub.
That has nothing.
But
to
it would
do
be
with
Typical
cool, right?
LA cloud
No, no,
chaser
no, no,
wants to
no,
be
no.
my friend to get to Ludwig.
I have Ludwig's number. I could
yeah,
call him.
yeah.
I
I'm
could
sure
call
you
him and have him
do.
in my tub if I wanted to.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
No, I don't-
Oh my god, you want to hear something crazy? I get this message. So every once in a while, people request will call tickets.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they're like, my agency will be like, hey, so and so wants a will call ticket. I was like, that's fine. So and so wants a will call ticket. That's fine. So and so wants a will call ticket. That's fine. So and so wants a will call ticket. No, she tried to sleep with my boyfriend.
Oh.
I had one of those come through. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
the audacity.
Oh.
If you just noticed an
Okay.
edit, it's because this asshole leaked information.
No,
This
I
guy
got.
said my social security
No,
number.
no, that's not true. His son got his cock out.
Yeah, that's believable.
We were all talking, and he just
And
got
they just
out.
whipped
It
it
happened
out.
so fast.
Yeah, it just whipped it
We
out
were
for
just-
no reason. I was like, hey, this is what
You
Drake
said
would
Happy
look like.
Turkish New Year.
Yeah.
I want a
Yeah.
snack. How close are we, Marsh?
Oh, okay, well, let's talk
Well,
about
fuck
something.
you guys. We're ending at 59 minutes.
No,
If you
we're
want an
not.
extra minute, come to the Patreon.
No, we're gonna keep. I'm gonna keep.
Hey.
Okay, fine. Oh,
Just
yes,
make it-
and
No, Fiona, get out. Oh my God, she's back. She's gonna
Fiona.
fart. She's gonna fart again.
Fuck.
We had to
She's
get
gonna
this
fart
dog
again.
out.
Fiona.
It's the end of the
She's such a
episode.
tiny dog, but she is a powerful ass, it turns out.
That
okay?
could be a sign of something very wrong. I think.
No,
with the
I
dog.
think it's because like she probably tried to eat Kaya's feed a little
Oh, that's Fiona. You're very
Feed.
cute, though. You're
Yeah,
adorable.
her feed.
bit. Her feed.
Like, she's like,
Her
a
dog
horse.
feed.
Her feed.
Well, thank you guys for watching another episode of Fear and. We're gonna.
Oh,
move
we
to the
sold out
page-
calendars.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Let's go.
We're gonna talk a lot on the
Next
Patreon.
item
Mm-hmm.
coming up.
Jock straps.
Body what? Body pillows.
Body
Oh
pillows.
shit.
The
Sorry.
body pillows are coming with the clothes.
The Fear and
Yes.
jock strap would go hard
Yes,
though.
the clothes are coming soon. The clothes look really
Well, we got
cool.
2 drops. Marsh is working on one. I'm working on. So we're gonna have. Hey, we're getting.
Should I leak
We're
it?
getting somewhere.
Should I leak it?
That's right.
We'll get
That's
there.
right.
All
The
right,
future is
hell
bri-
yeah.
Hey, what a great time to look forward to our year and go.
I could leak the clothes to you guys.
Yes.
I always, how I look at stream rewards before.
I
we
kind of
end?
want to.
I always look at it as like a motivator to be like, next year, starting today, you have to be greater than you were last year because I want to be.
I like to give you guys a little exclusive
Okay, you
I
kind of
can't-
for the
I
real
can't
ones that
get-
pull up to this
I
broadcast.
can't get nominated. I'm working on
No,
my
no,
tone.
you can. You choose not to.
No, imagine.
No, that'd be insane.
Imagine.
If she got nominated, I
and won an
feel like it would
award?
be so much worse for her mental
Yeah.
state.
Yeah.
I'm
no.
gonna plot with your production company one time to give you the lifetime of achievement.
I wonder if the
award.
people that
You
I'm
think
working
it's
with
gonna
would
go
be mad if
somewhere
I
else,
leaked it.
somewhere else,
I
and
feel like
then
they wouldn't. I mean, why would they be
No, that would be
mad?
the worst thing you could do
I
to
would-
her.
I would walk on stage with a gun and simply. I won't say it.
All right, let's end it there. Like
with
you
the
just cut it.
assassination threat.
No, myself.
Sucks when it rains.
Insufferable.
I have a request.
I forgot that that's how we ended it. Sometimes I forget this show's good, man. That's a good show. I like Fear End, man. It's a funny show. All right. I'll leak some stuff. Maybe. I'm going to pee, and I'm going to think about it while I'm peeing, and then maybe I'll leak. Let me see what I can leak. Let me see what we got. Let me also unplug my mouse that was charging. I can go back to wireless. When are the body pillows coming? That's a cutie question. But they're coming. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Where's my mouse gone? What happened? I can leak some clothing designs. Why not? The fly's back. I got it. I killed it in one tap. First try. Okay. So for context, like Cutie said, we are both working on merch designs and clothing. We're working with different companies, just to, like, you know, try people out, see what's out there, have more options for people, do different drops of different, like, designs and qualities and stuff. And so I'm somebody who is very fashion conscious. I fucking love fashion. I love putting together fits. I love clothes. I think it's a super dope way of self-expression. It's very important to me. I think it's just a really, sick way of, like, just expressing yourself. I've always been like that. So it's something that's really important to me. And so obviously Fear End is something I fucking love, and that's my baby, near and dear to my heart. So I'm trying to be, I'm working with a company that I really like, and to see how they do. And I like what they've given me so far. I think it's really dope. I'm trying to find a way to show this to you without leaking the sites or anything. Anyway, the TLDR for the stuff that I'm working on is, I want stuff that, one, I will wear for myself. And I actually told the guys that I was working with, I was like, honestly, I'm gonna pay for these samples, like, out of pocket, just because even if this isn't stuff that we end up making, I just think I think the idea of sampling stuff that only I will have, even if it never makes it to, like, actual production and we never sell it, is really cool. Like, if I have some custom Fear End stuff that I tried out and we never followed through with, just having those pieces that I can wear and only I have them, I just love that idea so much. I love the room to explore and play with things like that. I think it's super sick. So that's going into it. So there's a chance none of these ever get made. I'm pretty sure they will, because I'm liking a lot of the stuff where we're at right now. But there's a chance that this is just clothes that I'm making for myself. But you can rest assured that it'll be good, because I wouldn't ever want to put out anything that I wouldn't wear a lot. So I wanted, how do I show this without leaking the link? This is a question. How do I open image or something? Can I, like, open image, download the images? Screen grab? I guess I could just screen grab. Yeah, that's so much work though. Fine, I'll do that. Another thing for the drops that, for the drop that I'm working on, I also just love the idea of, sorry if that was loud, of having, like, obviously stuff that is accessible, like a shirt or whatever, stuff that, like, any people, that isn't, like, too intimidating to wear. But I love the idea of having, like, a statement piece that is, I mean, obviously going to be a higher price point, but it's just more fashion forward, super limited quantity. It just, like, it's a statement piece. I think that's super cool. And again, even if I just do that for myself, like, I just love that idea and I want that. I'm going to show you guys a few things here and just see what you think. And this is the exclusive you get for watching this on my channel. I will leak some stuff and use you guys as a way to temp check what we're vibing with and what we're not vibing with. You're only going to hear this click a couple more times. There's that one. And then let me also get this image right here. Good. Okay. Okay, you guys ready for this shit? Disable clips? No, I mean, it's fine. No, but no narcs. No one hero leak. There's no narcs here, right? No one hero leak. Okay, so the first thing that I am working on getting made in this cap. So there's a few things we're working on getting made. This one is something that I really love, and again, like, this might just be something I make for myself to wear around because I think it'd be sick if I had one of these. And if we do make them, it would be really limited. It would be like one of 200, you know? But I just think it's dope, a dope idea. And it's something I would wear all the time. The first one is, let me make sure I have the right titling. I don't want to butcher the titling of what a piece like this is called and call it like something super generic. But the first one is a patchwork denim Fear trucker jacket. And it's just a black denim jacket. Why can't I fucking see this closer? And it's got a very subtle, tasteful Fear here with a red patch. Got on the back a red little like embroidered F. Stuff like that, just like all these little details and accents. The Fear like little patch thing on the sleeve. So like red stitching. It's sick, right? I'd wear the fuck out of this personally. And then there's an alternate variant. Well, we'd only probably release one of these, but I'm gonna get both made. So I'd have like a fucking, I'd have one that's, you know, probably unreleased. That's personal. So this is like similar vibe. This is like a more of like a maroon brownish kind of color. And it has like some like, frayed like ampersand ribbing here, a little like thing here, a pocket here. This one's crispy. Yeah, I'll probably go with this one. I think this one's more wearable. I still want it to be wearable and not too intimidating to wear. I mean, like a black denim trucker jacket is like, you could easily throw that into any wardrobe. But this is a little more tasteful, I think, but a little harder to pull off. I think I'm gonna sample both just so I have both, and then see how they feel. But I mean, I just love all like the little details, like the little fucking like this little red button right here, or like the little red stitching right here, or like on this one sleeve having a jacquard shashiko panel element. Super sick. Other thing is this, a knit. They sent me a few different knits. Obviously I sent them like a lot of like ideas and mood boards and stuff out of my wardrobe that I really like too. A knit with like a metal ampersand element on the back, Fear right here. It's just very subtle. And then they sent me a lot of like knits in different cuts and like styles and stuff. And I fell in love with this asymmetrical like cut right here. I'm just like, God damn. That is just, again, it's a little fashion forward, but still very wearable and just sick. Like, it's just dope, in my opinion. Again, it's all subjective, but I fucking love this. Oh, and then like these right here, I love this idea. These would be removable metal pins that are like different fonts of an ampersand. So like you can take these off and like put them on a hat, or take these off and put them on the denim jacket if you get that. Just stuff that's like more customizable. Another variant here. Same vibe, but black, super wearable. Stitching on the sleeve. This like F patchwork, this patch on the back, this embroidered patch on the back. Let's again, more asymmetrical. The Fear. I love the pocket. Oh God, I love the pocket. I love a fucking knit with a pocket on there. Like, this is, looking at it again actually gets me so stoked. A dad hat, wearable dad hat, but it has some fraying here. It's like a little frayed. And it just says fear on it. I don't know if I wanted to say fear and or fear yet. I feel like fear. I probably wanted to say fear and. But yeah, super wearable hat. And this one was really important to me, and I really want to do right. This is not what it'll finally look like. It'll be close though. But I wanted to do a chain because Hassan, obviously known for wearing hella chains. I wear a lot of jewelry. Will wears a lot of jewelry. Austin wears a chain and stuff. I think it'd be really dope, and it would just be fitting for us to release a thick chain. And so I was thinking, one of my favorite pieces of jewelry that I have is actually a chain right here that's a half metal link, half pearl chain. So like a little bit of a play on that, but with like an ampersand pendant, maybe with like a little red jewel in the middle or something. This would also be like a very limited piece. It would be, it's silver, so I don't think it would be too expensive. But it would be like, you know, one of 200 of them would get made. It would be a very limited item. It would be like one of those like statement collector's items, like where people who just really love the podcast and fuck with the vision, like, will get one. And then here's the last one. This is something we talked about on an episode recently, and what I think would be a really funny way to offset like the serious kind of, this is all like very fashion forward and serious, and like there's a lot of black, and like it is very wearable, but it's like it does take itself very seriously, which I don't think is a bad thing. But then to offset it, a Will Neff in memoriam, rest in power, airbrushed t-shirt. Airbrush memorial tees. I don't know which one we'll go with yet. I mean, it's honestly up to Will and whichever one he likes the most, because it's his face on it. But just airbrush in memorial tee. Fly high. I think I like this one the most. Yeah, I'd wear the fuck out of this. All right, there's your leak. I did not plan on leaking that tonight, but we're still a ways out from any of that coming out. But that's what I'm cooking up on my end, and you guys seem to fuck with it, which makes me really happy. But yeah. And so in however long and however many weeks or months from now you see me wearing those out, sampling them, trying them out, you can be like, I was here. Will's shirt would be hard, but anything saying self-suck? Yeah, I wouldn't say self-suck. Take your time. I need to get a job so I can afford these. The red asymmetric sweater is definitely my shit. Yeah, I loved that. But yeah, I just like, it's something that's really important to me. And so I want to take my time with it. And I have people working on it that I really trust. And I'm really excited, and they're fucking killing it. And so we'll see. But I will start sampling it and wearing it on stream and wearing it on camera and get that shit out as quickly as possible. I should also mention that all of it is custom cut and sew, of course, so the quality will be good. Very good. That was my leak. Thank you for coming. Any idea of price range in general? We haven't talked about that yet. I think that's the other thing that I do want to stress a lot in these conversations when I do start having them. I mean, this is my first time doing any sort of merch drop, anything. So I'm definitely still learning a lot and just kind of figuring things out as I go. But one thing that is really, really important to me, and I've stressed this to the people that I'm working with for the merch, is that this is not a cash grab for me, and I want that to be very clear. I mean, it's custom cut and sew, so I don't think it'll be cheap, but I don't care if the margins are like abysmal or like non-existent personally. Like, we make a lot of money from the Patreon. I don't want this to feel like we're just trying to suck money out of our fans. I want this to be something that solidifies us as being capable of doing cool shit and showing that we give a shit. So So I don't know what prices will look like. I don't. And I think like something like a denim jacket's not going to be cheap when it's that custom. That's why we're going to do it really limited. But I don't want it to be like, this shirt is $80, you know? Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, I will not let that happen. Yeah. But I mean, there are heavier pieces of clothes. Like, they're knits and they're jackets. So like, they're not going to be very cheap. But we'll have more accessible pieces like a hat and a shirt too for people that will make in bigger quantities. For people that just do want to rep Fear and but don't want to like spend money's tight. I totally get it. So I was broke as fuck like a year ago and most of my life. But yeah, I'm not trying to fucking. I mean, I'm not somebody who's ever been really financially motivated before all else. And so that goes into this. Like, I would much rather just break even and be able to say that we made some of the dopest podcast merch out there in terms of quality and style than be like, hey, we sold like 10,000 fucking hoodies, you know, that were like made in China or on like Gildan blanks. Like, I don't care about that. It's like, okay, cool. You guys all seeing that and liking it so much makes me really happy though. I was actually pretty nervous with showing that. But yeah, it's something that's really important to me. So I'm hoping that people fuck with it, and I'm still being like, we're still working at it and tweaking it, and I'm giving feedback and they're giving feedback, and like, yeah, just know that that drop is pretty much exclusively my brainchild. Oh man, am I doing gaming now? Getting a little late. I also think, kind of just giving a little more BTS into my thought process going into this drop and designing it, and just like my vision for how I want to do any Fear End merch that we're a part of or that I'm a part of is like, Hassan is somebody who throughout his career like has been a very fashion conscious person very publicly, and his fits are like some are famous, some are infamous, but like he just clearly like tries shit and like has a bunch of different fits and like knows a lot about fashion. Will, same thing, always fucking serving looks, always really fashion forward. A huge topic on the podcast is how they've elevated Austin's fashion sense. So it's like something that they really care about. So I just think it wouldn't make sense if we didn't drop something that was also very like fashion conscious. If we just like dropped like a hoodie with like our logo on it, you know? It would just feel like disjointed. It would be like, why are the people that care so much about fashion doing that? That's how I see it, at least. And so I'm like, and then me, I'm also somebody who's very fashion conscious. Obviously, I'm not on camera as much, but something that I really care about too. I just hit my toe so bad. Ow. That hurts so much. Ow. I remember saying this to Hassan a while back while in spirit. Wait, is this where the fucking airbrush shirt idea comes from? Is that where it comes from? That's awesome. I love that. But anyway, yeah, that was my way of reminding you guys how much I fucking love and appreciate you guys coming here and doing these little podcast reacts with me and chatting with me and just hanging out with me. And as a reward, I always want to keep you guys in the loop on what we got going on. I mean, I try to communicate with our entire audience as best as possible, but as the podcast grows, it gets harder and harder. So these like direct one-to-ones, it's a lot easier. And so, yeah, hopefully you guys appreciate that. I'm going to go to bed, I think. Like, I don't know about starting a fucking whole ass game right now. I have training with our personal trainer in the morning, and I don't want to be fucking dead for that. I'm going to hate my life if I do, even though I want to keep going. I have a pretty packed day tomorrow in terms of shit I need to handle, just like chores and real life stuff. But I'm not going to say I won't stream. But the next time you see me live, I want to play some Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I'm going to save it for streaming. So, because I streamed the first one way back when. So, yeah. Any gaming frogs that give a shit about that, look out for the next one. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to send you guys over to Nandre, my lovely little angel. Go give Nandre some love from us. And love you. Appreciate you. Okay, bye-bye.